Hello, everybody. All right, I believe that we are live. We should be. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Rice. I review games for the Montreal Canadiens. Apologies, my phone is letting me know we're live. You guys can hear me. All right, perfect. But yeah, the Montreal Canadiens played tonight against the New Jersey Devils, and would end up beating them. A final score of 5-2. It was a very solid, very Devils dominated game. Surprisingly, for a 5-2 victory by Montreal. It was the Samuel Montembeault show tonight. It was pure domination by Samuel Montembeault on a New Jersey Devils team that should have won this game. When we were up, I think it was 4-2. I think the Devils had an 87.1% deserve to win meter, which, if you guys don't know that, basically detects based on scoring chances, overall play, stuff like that, how much a team deserves to win a game. Canadians did not deserve to win this game, and I will admit that now. Solely based on Montembeault, we did because he was incredible. But based on the overall team play, we really did not deserve to win this game. Uh, yeah. The opening lines for the Canadians were Harvey, Pinard, Suzuki, Anderson, Hoffman, Drew, and Armia, Pitlick, Dvorak, Dadnov, and Pezzetta, Belzil, Ulinen, Sheneman, Savard, Matheson, Barron, and Harris, Kovacevic were your defense pairings. Sam Montembeault gets the start, and Jake Allen backs him up after a pretty mediocre last game, if you ask me. Hey, Darkness, you're in the chat, my guy. I actually have to ask you, what do you think about the Blues going after Timo Meier? Because apparently they are now entering the Timo Meier sweepstakes with the picks that they got out of the O'Reilly and Tarasenko trades. You gotta love the Blues management. Hey, Bob, how's it going, my good sir? Much appreciate you coming by, man. The opening lines for the New Jersey Devils were Tatar, Hischier, Mercer, Sharon Govich, Hughes, Bratt, Palat, Howla, Zetterland, and Wood, McLeod, Boakfist. That is Jesper Adams over in Chicago. Smith, Hamilton, Graves, Stevenson, and Siegenthaler, blah, were the defense pairings for the Devils. Sup, Rice, would you take loss? Would you take losing all of our remainder games if we were guaranteed Bedard? NC, given we have about, I think it's 25 games left, how are we losing those games? Because if they're all 1-0, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking scoring 25 goals in the last 25 games. If we get to lose, however, say 4-3 or 6-5, 3-2, stuff like that. If it's varying scores, I will absolutely take that. I will absolutely take that. Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. NC. Yeah, I do not want to lose these games 1-0 unless they're in shootouts and the shots are 45-37, and it's great goaltending battles the whole game, stuff like that. But like I said, I would much rather lose games 5-4, 4-3, at least be in it and be scoring goals. Hell, even tonight. Excuse me, sorry. Tonight, for example, if we had lost, say, 5-4 because the last goal was an empty netter, say 5-4, I would have been happy with that loss because we didn't deserve to win. Montembeault would have still played pretty damn good, and we scored 4 goals. I would have been fine with that. We won 5-2, and obviously I'm very happy with that. But if we had lost, it's one of those losses where it's it sucks we lost, but you know what? It's fine because we scored. Personally, if we extended, I'm okay with a forward core of Meier, Thomas, Kyrou, Buchnevich, and whoever we draft at the top 11 pick. Yeah, Darkness. I mean, honestly, again, I don't know. I like Timo Meier. I like him as a good second line kind of complimentary player, but I don't know if I would like to see him in San Jose or in St. Louis. I feel like San Jose, first of all, would likely want to trade him out east, so he's not playing the Sharks as often as he usually would be. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't see him clicking in St. Louis personally, Darkness. There's guys that I do, Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, probably playing the best out of any place that they would in St. Louis, in my opinion. Buchnevich, probably a couple other places he'd play a bit better, but St. Louis, not a bad fit at all. I think he's playing really well. But Timo Meier is just one of those guys I don't think would work well in St. Louis. Justin Ballmer, easy dub indeed. Easy dub 100%. Any deal with the Devil to acquire Bedard works for me. I really believe he's the next one. Yes, Bob, but you got to keep in mind, there's a deal with the Devil. It's always going to come back to bite you. It's not guaranteeing that we sign Bedard or that he wants to come to Montreal. All it is that we draft him. So, so yeah. I mean, if it's literally no strings attached, literally just straight up lose the rest of your games this year, and you get Connor Bedard, then I'm fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that. I love Connor Bedard. I genuinely believe that Connor Bedard, when he comes into the NHL within 3 years, he will be the best player in the National Hockey League, no matter where he goes to. I genuinely think Connor Bedard, is going to be the best player in the NHL in 3 years. If there's one player in the National Hockey League over the next decade that I think could hit 200 points in a season, it's Connor Bedard. It's genuinely Connor Bedard. You put him on the line, say Cole Caulfield on his left wing, for example, and say Joshua Waugh, or no, not Joshua Waugh. He plays left wing. Sean Farrell, for example, say put him on the right wing. That is a line that is going to go off, and I think he actually absolutely has what it takes to get 200 goals. Might also mean Cole Caulfield ends up scoring 70 or 80 goals. It might mean Caulfield ends up with a 70 or 80 goal season, but I don't think any Habs fans would mind that at all. Now, it's Michael Pezzetta getting those 70, 80 goals. We're going to have a goddamn problem. But yeah, Bob, pretty much, yeah, no, I for the most part, I do agree. Any deal to acquire Bedard, I'm perfectly fine with that. I said the better fit is Chychrun for the roster. Even Chychrun Darkness, I don't know if Chychrun fits. I feel like a lot of like great, more defensive defensemen fit better with St. Louis over Chychrun, at least with the current management of the team. I feel like you're more offensive top six, defensive bottom six, and defensive blue line, except for Colton Parayko. Like for some reason, he can just be as offensive as he wants. I overall, St. Louis is a weird team to judge. At certain points, they look great. At certain points, they look like trash. Sometimes they look just meh. It's weird. Zarbiano with hashtag ban Zarbiano. Thank you, Lucas. I wouldn't care if we lost the 25 games remaining to get him, so be it. Yeah, Bob, like I said, I mean, if we're losing 1-0, it's going to suck. If we're losing like 4-3, 5-4, 6-5, stuff like this, as long as we're scoring, I'm fine with that. Hey, Mad Mike GG's my guy. Absolutely mad lad game for the Devils and a mad game for the Canadiens. Unless he goes to the Canucks. I mean, Zarbiano, I don't know. Or Lucas, I don't know. He's going to be playing with like Elias Pettersson, Anthony Beauvillier. Okay, well, maybe not Beauvillier, but JT Miller, Brock Besser. He's going to be playing with some good players. Was just rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's my stream popped up. Hey, let's go, Mad Mike. Thank you for stopping Yu-Gi-Oh! To watch my stream. I appreciate it. There would not be one person in the Habs front office that would care one bit if we lost the rest of the games to get Bedard. I don't think so, Bob. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure everybody would be like, you know what? Hey, sucks we lost, but you know what? That's one game closer to Connor Bedard, and then we can play. And then we can get an absolute haul for, or sorry, not absolute haul. Then we can get 5 Stanley Cups in the next decade with Connor Bedard. We have to have a salary cap of about $200 million in 6 years to fit all our talent under the cap. Pretty much, Bob. Yeah. I mean, Caulfield, Suzuki. You're going to have those guys locked up 8 years. Connor Bedard's going to want about $17 million when his ELC's up. Yeah. Then you got like Caden Gooley, Samuel Montembeault. You're going to have Joshua, Sean Farrell, Jan Misak, Kirby Doc. Well, Kirby Doc's already signed, but when his current contract's up, Justin Barron, Jordan Harris, Logan Mailloux, Lane Hudson. Yeah, you're going to need a giant amount of salary cap to fit all these incredible prospects to be able to be competitive with this team. It's genuinely just like how much great talent the Canadiens have for the future. Lovely. And this is excluding certain guys like, say, Emil Heineman, who we've kind of all forgotten about because he's hurt now. It's kind of weird. But yeah, we've got a really good prospect system, and we're going to be incredible in the future, if you ask me. Worst game of all time would be 2-1 loss with a Pezzetta unassisted goal. Yes, it would be, Lucas. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I legit laughed at the Leafs when we got that haul in the O'Reilly deal. Darkness, that's what I've said. Like even though Toronto got O'Reilly, who scored a hat trick tonight, I'm genuinely surprised the Leafs spent that much money on Ryan O'Reilly and Nola Chari. A first, a second, a third, a fourth, a mid prospect, and a fourth liner. For a third liner and a fourth liner. That sets the market. Sean Monahan's worth at least 2 first round picks at this point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trading family for Bedard. Dude, Justin, I would consider it. I would heavily consider it. I'd probably wouldn't, but I would absolutely consider it for Connor Bedard. Need your thoughts on the O'Reilly and Tarasenko trades? He's asking Darkness. Calling me a stranger. Oof, Lucas. In 6 years from now, how much will Bedard want, assuming he's the real deal? Assuming he takes 2 3-year deals, say a 3-year LC, and then just a 3-year extension, just to, I don't know, prove he is real. I don't know. Weird, but yeah. Say he takes 2 3-year deals. Honestly, he could want whatever the league maximum is, and that probably might be $15 million in 6 years. Might be $16-17 million. But yeah, I genuinely think he's gonna want an 8-year deal at league maximum. I genuinely think he'd want league max. Honestly, Bob, here's the thing. Right out of his ELC, it genuinely wouldn't surprise me if Connor Bedard gets league maximum. I think by the end of his 3rd year in the NHL, Connor Bedard will be the best player in the NHL, and he will be a 130, 140 point scorer per year. He will have a total of 140 points in his first 3 years. No, he will be a 140 point scorer by then, at least in my opinion. Emil Heineman is top 6 potential. I'd say top 9. Lucas, I would say top 9. Check general chat. Okay, I will. Devils fan right here. Oh god, I forgot I said that to the fucking Brat pack. All right, let me see. Jesper Bratt. Oof. W Habs moment. Oh, what? Hockey images that precede unfortunate events. No. 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 We did not get a Patrick Stefan 2.0. We did not get a Patrick Stefan 2.0. All right, so Jesper Fast has the puck. He completely fanned on the shot. Elite, ladies and gentlemen, elite. But yeah, Lucas, Emil Heineman, I don't know. I'd say Heineman has more top 9 potential. I think he's better as a third liner. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It would be a Minnesota Mike move, man. Mike, yes, it would be. We somehow won against the best team in the NHL. Yes, we did, NZA. I'm very happy about that. Lucas, exactly. Bedard is not going to require a bridge deal. He right out of his ELC, he's probably going to get league maximum. Plus, there's a realistic scenario. We re-sign O'Reilly, so a first, second, third decent prospect and a fourth liner for a half-season rental, who we realistically could bring back. Yeah, Darkness. I mean, I don't know if O'Reilly would want to sign with St. Louis, because I think he'd want to go to a team that can win. Because I feel like he'd want a second Stanley Cup ring. But I don't know. I mean, I could see him maybe wanting to re-sign with St. Louis. We'll see in the offseason, though. Wait, so if it's Stefan 2.0, we're out. Yeah, Darkness, that means you guys are going to get second overall. Which means you're going to get fucking... God, you guys are going to get Adam Fantilli, which means, Darkness, I'm sorry, but you're going to end up with someone who busts out of the NHL in 4 years. Vitek Vanacek would get the start for New Jersey between the pipes. And Akira Schmid backs him up as Blackwood was feeling ill. He felt ill. He was not in the game tonight, unfortunately. And yeah, Patrick Stefan steals and he'll ice it. At least I thought he was gonna until he blew it. Unbelievable. Here come the Oilers the other way, and Hemsky's loose. Hemsky scores. Can you believe what we just saw? I can, and here's why. Fucking Pierre McGuire. So, Lucas, I just realized, can you believe what we just saw? Did you just put the Jordan Eberle thing at the end of there? Did you put the Jordan Eberle 5-5 goal at the end there? Because I like that. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. Pierre fucking McGuire. Dude, Pierre McGuire might be the best between the bench guys in the NHL. I don't care what you guys say. He makes headlines and he makes people talk about him. Stefan must have gotten, dude. NCAA, he probably did. Like I know that the Stars went on to still win that game in overtime, but God, that's just Jesus. Darkness. I don't know. Like I don't know. This year's different because of everything going on with Russia and Ukraine. I am still under the belief, as much as I love Matvei Michkov, and I still think he's going to be a 50 goal scorer in the NHL. I seriously think Michkov is going to fall, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Canadiens pick him in the second round. Like I do think, unfortunately, that Michkov is going to fall. I would love to pick him, say 6th overall. Say the Canadiens get the 6th overall pick. I'd love to pick him there. Or if we have insider knowledge and hey, he's going to fall to like 13th. Say we have 13th, then obviously I'd pick him at 13th. But I seriously think there's a decent chance he might fall to the second round, which if he does, Montreal is going to end up with a massive steal. I would love Matvei Michkov. Absolutely would love Matvei Michkov. If social media existed when that happened, he would have committed unalive the night after. I don't know about that, Lucas. I don't know. He probably might have. Patrick Stefan seems to me like the type of guy who would have embraced the memes. He seems like he would have embraced the memes. Michkov is not falling in the second round. Lucas, we said that about Brad Lambert, and he nearly did. We thought Brad Lambert was probably going to go top 15. I still think that Michkov, if he doesn't fall to the second round, he's this year's Brad Lambert. He is this year's Brad Lambert. He is going to fall to the late stages of the first round. I thought Brad Lambert was going to fall to the second round. Well, Lucas, I was one of many people who thought Lambert was going to go top 15, top 10 maybe. I love Brad Lambert, and I think it's the Jets who got him. They got an absolute steal there. I love Brad Lambert. Keep in mind, Russian talents historically fall, except the Russia-Ukraine factor, case in point. Yeah. Here's the thing. Panarin, for example, he was projected, I think, as a 5th-round talent, but he didn't get drafted because of the KHL contract and because the reason that Russian talents historically fall is because the KHL. They will try and pay forwards usually. They will try and usually pay players more for them to not leave to go to the NHL. So that's why Shesterkin probably could have gone in. I think Shesterkin and Sorokin were both 4th round picks. They could have potentially been late seconds or third rounders. But the reason they weren't was because of that KHL factor. Kaprizov, I believe he was projected, I want to say 3rd or 4th round. I think he was the same year as Sorokin, actually. I think they were both in 2015, funny enough. But Kaprizov, who I just realized, was he not in that 2015 draft class? I'm pretty sure he was. No, I don't want to look up his marquee rookie aquamarine. Thank you. I have that marine, but yeah. Yeah, 2015 5th round pick. I'm 99% sure he easily could have been a 3rd round pick. He could have been a 3rd round pick, but the KHL factor. The KHL factor is something that I think a lot of people fail to keep in mind, is that players will oftentimes fail to will pay forwards more to stay in the KHL. A lot of the time it doesn't work. You do see a lot of KHL players still go to the NHL, but that's why, like I said, Panarin went undrafted because people were worried he would never come over to the NHL. With Kaprizov, people were wondering, could he come to the NHL? I think it was Kucherov too. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. Nikita Kucherov. I forgot about him. I'm pretty sure Tampa Bay technically took a big risk still picking him in the early second or mid second round like that in 2011. It's funny because you look at our late second round, 58, fucking mid to late second round. Theoretically, he could have been picked by LA in the 3rd round, and that probably still would have been a bit of a risk. They picked him in 2011 where they did because they knew what they were getting out of Nikita Kucherov. They were getting a fucking 40 goal scorer, point per game player. Seriously, this is a dude who Nikita Kucherov, by the way, picked in 2011, came over 3 years later. The year after, he played 18 games in the KHL, had 1 goal. Then he came over to play in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. He played a season there, got traded actually after 6 games, funny enough. Went on a bit of a run with Raul Naranda. Came over to Syracuse and has been a mainstay in Tampa ever since. So, yeah, there's guys where you don't know when they're going to come over. Guys might surprise you and come over after a season or two. Arbor Jackeye. And there's guys that might never pan out. Nikita Alexeyev, for example. You know, there's gonna be one person, maybe Bob. I don't know if Bob knows who that is, but there's one person who will listen to this in the future and think, "Holy fuck! How does this dude know Nikita Alexeyev?" Tampa Bay Lightning legend, by the way. Yeah, no, Russian forwards. Man, Mike, I'd love if Michkov went top 10. I'd love if the Canadians got Matvei Michkov. I don't know if that. I just don't know if the Russian factor will. I don't know if I feel like the Russian factor plus the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I feel like that might really tank him. Over the last 5 years, looking forward 5 to 7 years, there will be a lot more players who will be earning huge cash. Do you ever see the NHL adding a franchise tag to players like the NBA? So correct me if I'm wrong, boyos, but the franchise tag is where you basically sign that player to a 1-year extension to what their previous contract was. So say they're making $9 million, you franchise tag them at $9 million just to basically give them a 1-year extension worth that money. Basically, it's sort of like the offer sheet, but it's basically just giving them an extra year. That's basically what that is. Correct me if I'm wrong, boyos. I don't know. I don't know if I ever see the NHL adding a franchise tag like the NBA or the NFL. I don't know if I could see that because on one hand, you already have, like I said, the offer sheet. So if guys are, say, for example, RFAs, the franchise tag allows up to 120% of the contract. Okay, so you can negotiate then. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird, the franchise tag then. But yeah, like I said, you already have the offer sheet, which is basically that. Like, I think if you sign an offer sheet, like for example, Pierre-Luc Dubois, after this year, his cap hit is $6 million. Well, this season's cap is $6 million. After this year, he can sign a 1-year offer sheet or a 1-year qualifying offer of $6 million. So I don't know. On one hand, they kind of already do have the franchise tag with the qualifying offer. But at the same time, like the straight up adding a franchise tag, I personally don't think I see the NHL adding it within the next, like, say, 5-7 years. Despite the fact that, like you said, Bob, there are a lot of people that are going to be getting huge money. Cole Caulfield, Austin Matthews, after his current contract, is going to be getting paid. I think Connor McDavid's current contract expires in 2 or 3 years, I think. Leon Draisaitl as well. I think his is the year before McDavid's. His expires. I'm actually going to look on the Oilers cap friendly. Salary cap. Just cap friendly. No, thank you. I cap friendly, but I don't want to turn off my ad blocker just yet. Edmonton Oilers. So why do they have a? Oh, that's kind of cool. They have a game prediction. Oh, that's kind of cool. They have a betting thing now. I want to. Yeah. So okay. So Draisaitl expires in 3 seasons. McDavid is 4 seasons is when his contract expires. I got the year wrong. Apparently Devin Shore is a roster emergency exception. That is cap circumvention if I've ever seen it. But yeah. But yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it, Bob. Hockey Twitter would have exploded and not recovered for 5 days of the Stefan incident. Exactly, NZA. I mean, fuck. Jesper Fast almost pulled it off. But they might do that now. Awesome game, awesome call. Yes, indeed, John Speed. Hell yeah, the Patrick Stefan one. Heck, even to a last 16. Yeah, the numbers Tarasenko put up in the KHL as a late teenager fell, even though he was taken the first round. What do you mean by that, Darkness? Like, he fell because of his numbers? Or like what do you mean? Because that doesn't really make sense. Because dude actually had 14 goals after a year of having combined 23, sure, but he only played 31 games. He could have definitely matched that total. Actually, no, wait, sorry. I'm looking at the year he went to the NHL. I'm sorry. Yeah, he actually had 13 goals in 24 games. Technically, he stayed for 3 years before going to the NHL. Technically, 3, it was more like 2.5 because he joined during the 2012-13 season. Or he joined for the 12-13 season. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say Tarasenko fell because of his KHL numbers. I'd more so say he actually rose because of his KHL numbers, probably. He's Alex Ovechkin. I've said that before, man, Mike. I absolutely think that. I definitely think that Matvei Michkov is going to be the Ovechkin of this year, a big, giant Russian goal scorer. I believe the franchise. I just read that the NBA and the NFL's franchise tags are both for 1 year, but the financial flexibility favors the NBA owner slightly, I believe. Yeah, Bob, I definitely would say that. I feel like the NBA makes a lot of money. The NFL definitely, obviously, makes way more money, but overall, I feel like with how the NBA contracts are, I feel like it definitely does favor the owners. You don't see guys signing for $80 million over 4 years. You don't see stuff like that too often in the NBA compared to the NFL, where it feels like every fucking quarterback's making $45 million a year, basically. Their fucking salary cap is like $940 million in the NFL, basically. O'Reilly scoring a hat trick against his former team, where his love of hockey died down. Definitely his love of hockey has gotten back up, for sure. For sure, NZA, for sure. Pretty much NZA, yeah. That was kind of fun. Basically, a goal scorer that won't defend or pass. Well, actually, Darkness, technically, if anything, he's better than Ovechkin because he is not afraid to pass the puck. He's an amazing goal scorer, but he will pass if he needs to. But yeah, he doesn't need to defend. He's a 50, 60 goal scorer in the future. He doesn't need to defend. Do you think the fans in St. Louis freaked out, threatened to cancel the season tickets after seeing Tarasenko and O'Reilly leave, and now rumors about them signing Timo Meier? Honestly, Bob, if I were a fan of St. Louis, I would, because there's no way that you're just going to trade your two franchise faces, Vladimir Tarasenko and Ryan O'Reilly, who were the faces of your Stanley Cup win, just so you can go out and trade for Timo Meier. I would absolutely cancel my season tickets if I had some, because to me, Tarasenko is on the same level as Timo Meier. If you ask me, I think exactly, Bob. I'd be pissed as well. Like, you're seriously going to use the 2 first-round picks you just got by trading these two guys just to trade for Timo Meier, who isn't even guaranteed to resign. I mean, I'm sure it'd be a deal where it's like, okay, if he resigns immediately, we'll do the deal. Obviously, it'll probably be something like that if St. Louis gets him. But still, like 2 first-round picks, a second, a third, and probably a prospect just to get Timo Meier after trading Tarasenko and O'Reilly. Like you said, Bob, I'd be pissed off too. I would absolutely be pissed. No doubt about it. I'm just going to leave this here. Let's go, baby. Thank you, High Quality, for the Toronto jersey meme. All right, let's get to the game because we're 27 minutes in. I got to recap this. Before the game, Gouli is back to practicing. That is really nice. Sean Monahan was on the road trip. Unfortunately, he did not make his season return tonight. I don't know if I'm expecting that next game. I do want to say O'Reilly comes back. Monahan comes back soon. That would be nice to see, but Gouli is back to skating, I believe, with Monahan, because I believe Monahan should be taking skates, I think, still. Josh Anderson, 10 seconds in, had a great burst of speed to beat out Ryan Graves. Good shot on net. Almost made it 1-0. Almost pulled a Rene Bourque against Tampa Bay. Habs top 6 pushed early. They had the wheels clicking. And then we scored 3 minutes in. Justin Barron, the trailer, is caught by Suzuki. Harvey Pinard with the second assist on that one. Great wrister on net. Just beats Vanacek glove side. It's a 1-0 Canadiens lead. Habs have opened the scoring now for 6 straight games. This is the 6th game where we have scored first. We have won 4 of those 6 games. Who would have thought when you open the scoring first and you control the pressure, you actually end up winning? Who would have thought? Must suck to be a Blues fan this season. NCAA, it must suck to be a Blues fan in general. Imagine going around saying, hey, what team are you a fan of? The St. Louis Blues. It's just, oh God, distance yourself. Hoffman then nearly got found for a break, but there's a good defensive play. Hoffman would have been alone for a 2-0 lead potentially. Armia then went to the back. He did not return. He had 2 minutes and 30 seconds of ice time, courtesy to a Discord server that posted the times on ice for everybody. In this game, Armia, like I said, only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so that sucks. He did not return. Hopefully it was just maybe some weird equipment issue that couldn't be fixed during the game. He did look a bit hurt, so that does suck. Hopefully Armia is fine. Hopefully it's just a minor injury. Hopefully it's just a game, just a 1-game thing. Yeah, that sucks. We cannot stop getting hurt, Montreal, basically. We cannot stop getting hurt. Yeah, also, by the way, Kirby Dach did miss his 3rd straight game. I just want to point that out. He did miss his 3rd straight game with a non-COVID illness. That sucks. All that I felt the season watching the Blues is the Blues. Exactly, Darkness. I get that. Flashbacks to the games against Montreal. It must also suck to be a Sens fan. NZA, yeah, it must always suck to be a Sens fan, no doubt about it. True story. I have a cousin who lives an hour away from me, still basically in Leaf Nation like me. He is a Blues fan. It's that is weird, Bob. I wonder what it's like if he has any friends that are like Leafs fans, how they handled each other after the O'Reilly deal. Like, I wonder how they talk to each other about that. Like, I wonder if you're friends with someone and your teams make deals with each other. Because like he isn't even that weird. He isn't even that weird. Oh, let's go, Bob. Yeah, no, I'm not saying. Obviously, I'm not saying like Blues fans are weird. I'm just saying it's weird, like that you follow that you like Blues fans are like they're weird for following the Blues. Is what I'm saying, you know. But yeah, imagine being a Blues fan in Canada. That is kind of weird, Yanzi. That is kind of weird. Like I'm not gonna judge. Cheer for who you want to cheer. Obviously, I'm just making a joke, but it's just it is a little weird. Like Blues fan in St. Louis, and it's weird. You're a Blues fan in St. Louis. No, you're a Blues fan in Canada. That is a bit interesting. That is a bit interesting. Devils then pushed. There was a good chance, rebounded out to Michael McLeod. Wasn't able to put it home. Hughes tried to get creative early. He would go for this a couple times, Blues actually. The Blues is my business and business is good. Hey, let's go, Bob. Hey. I like that. I like that. That's good. Hey, Harry, what a surprise win. Absolutely. Bob, by the way, is that a Blues Brothers quote? I've not seen the Blues Brothers, but I feel like I recognize that quote. Is that a Blues Brothers thing? Because I feel like that might be. Hey, Harry, what a surprise win. Randy, indeed, my guy. How's it going, Randy? First of all. Second of all, indeed, I was not expecting the Canadiens to get the win tonight. Obviously, I'm very happy with the win, but I was not expecting that at all. Was not expecting the Canadiens to pull out the victory over the Blues tonight at all. That it was just a very solid game overall. There were not many whistles early in the game, actually. The nice, fast paced kind of back and forth game early. Shots were then 4-4 about 7-8 minutes in as we went to a commercial break. There's a puck that gets thrown right in front. Bratt had a great chance. That was just a bad no-look pass. Montembeault makes his best save of the game. I probably would say that was actually his best save of the game overall. Very solid for him. Devils impressed. When and if are there any trades for salary space for next year? Randy, what do you mean? Like, when are we dealing out guys to get cap space for next season? If that's what you're talking, if they're talking about like overall trades for like this season, like when we're gonna make deals, it wouldn't surprise me if the Canadiens make a trade in the next 3 or 4 days. When and if are there any trades for salary space for next year for the Canadiens? I don't know, because like just looking at the roster, obviously Suzuki's not getting dealt. I don't know if we trade Josh Anderson. Honestly, I think there is a chance we could. I feel like Anderson would be a deadline move. I do think we make a deal in the next couple days. It could be something like, say, I don't know. Let's just say Chris Weidman, for example. Say Chris Weidman for a 5th round pick. I don't think we'd want to do that right now because of how many guys are hurt. And hey, Weidman might help us as a healthy scratch. But maybe say Chris Weidman for a 5th or a 6th round pick, a conditional pick, for example, because Weidman's only making barely over league minimum. Sorry. So I could see something like that. But aside from that, I feel like I'll talk about expiring deals. Like, okay. So for expiring deals, for example, I'm gonna go through all the expiring deals on the team because why not? The stream isn't long enough. We need things to talk about. Drouin, I could see him getting dealt. I feel like the Habs probably retain 50%, and you could find a team to get a 3rd round pick from. I think Drouin's played very, very well recently. He actually had a really good play that I didn't put in my notes. He had no, I did put it in the notes. It's when he took the penalty. I do have a note. I have 2 notes about Drouin actually tonight. I thought he actually played pretty good. He's been playing really well recently, so I think there's a team that might look at that and say, hey, he would be a good 3rd, 4th line guy for us, and I think we can find a buyer for him. Dadonov, apparently there is a market for Evgeny Dadonov. Apparently there are teams that are interested in Evgeny Dadonov, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see maybe Dadonov 50% retained for a 3rd, maybe a 2nd. I could potentially see that. That'd be interesting. Jesse Ullinen we're not trading. Harvey Pinard we're not trading. I'm talking about these guys. They're actually expiring deals. Harvey Pinard scares me a little bit how much he might get, but yeah. Pezzetta would love for us to trade. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to. Belzil will probably re-sign AHL deal if we need a guy to come up from Laval for injuries. It'll probably be Belzil. Corey Sheneman, I think we'll probably re-sign. We need AHL guys after all, so yeah. Cole Caulfield, obviously we're not dealing. He's going to be extended probably 8 years. Sean Monahan's interesting because I don't know how to feel about Sean Monahan at this point. Not necessarily, do I want to trade him? No. But will he be back in time for the deadline to potentially be traded? And I've seen people talking about how, say Sean Monahan, we might not be able to deal him, or Brendan Gallagher, for example. We might not be able to deal these guys because they're on the IR, or like Joel Edmondson, for example. I just realized, why is Joel Edmondson not on the IR? Because I'm pretty sure he was placed there. But with these guys, there's been talk of, if they're not in the lineup, we can't trade them. No, we can still deal these guys. For example, Monahan might be on LTIR and say be 4 days out from being healthy after the deadline. He might be healthy 4 days after the deadline. We could still trade him at the deadline and say, instead of say a first, say it's a second and a mid prospect, for example, we might get, for example. So we can still deal these guys that are injured. Obviously, if they're healthy and they're back and doing good, it does improve their value, obviously. But you can deal these guys while they are injured. You are allowed in the NHL. Hell, last year, Leafs acquired him. I forget, not Neitherby. Fourth line guy, I forget who it was, but they acquired him with the Nick Foligno deal. I think it was Stefan Nason, maybe. They acquired him, and he was hurt at the time. He only came back, I think, for the playoffs and played a game. So Riley Nash. It was Riley Nash. I think it was Riley Nash they acquired, and he was hurt at the time. So you can acquire guys that are injured. So there's that misconception. But no, you can deal those guys. And then Paul Byron, unfortunately, I don't know. There's been talks like the last day or so that apparently we might look to move his salary as an LTIR move. So basically, I guess it would be just move him to a team that can put him on LTIR and get back, I guess, like a 7th round pick maybe. Because apparently we want to take on another contract. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting, I think, to see what the Canadiens do. I do see Drouin and Dadonov getting moved. As in terms of like guys that are coming, in terms of guys that are expiring, there's a chance I think Armia maybe gets moved. He was hurt tonight, unfortunately. Maybe there's a team, maybe Buffalo, for example, if they have the cap space, looks at Armia and says, hey, you know what? He could be a good 4th line addition, Okposo to the 3rd line or something. I don't know. I could see him being a decent addition to the Sabres, bring him back to the team that drafted him, actually. I think Edmondson does get traded. If he doesn't get traded now, I do think he gets moved in the offseason for sure. But yeah. And then Anderson, there's apparently been suitors. We refused a 1st-round pick for him, so we want a 1st and a prospect. I could maybe see Anderson moving as like a last-second deadline move just because like a team gets maybe desperate. They're seeing some of the moves being made, and they're like, oh, Montreal, Josh Anderson will give you a 1st, a 2nd, a prospect, and this person, maybe a replacement roster player, for example, for Josh Anderson, then we take that, obviously. I could see that maybe being the case, but yeah, I do see Drouin and Dadonov unfortunately moving because I do really like Drouin, obviously. Dadonov, I couldn't care less if we move him or not. I do think he's been playing well recently, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the deadline. I don't think it's going to be as slow as everybody's saying it is. It's supposed to be for the Canadiens. I do think we're not really going to have a massive deadline, blockbuster after blockbuster, trading, Carey Price's LTIR, for example, not trading stuff like that. But I do think we are going to be busier than most people anticipate. I do think there's going to be maybe early in the morning, there's rumblings that insert team in here is in on Evgeny Zadonov, or hearing Drouin to this team, return to be announced, or something like that. I'm expecting in the early morning to probably hear Montreal being involved in trades. Genuinely as well, wouldn't surprise me if we end up picking up a player, say after we move out, say Drouin and Dadonov, say somehow a team takes on Dadonov or Drouin's full contract. So we only have to retain one of those teams. We've got a 3rd team to retain, like an Arizona or a Buffalo, give them a 4th or a 5th, something like that, for example. It wouldn't surprise me if we go out and say pick up not necessarily Milan Lucic, but like a guy with a big contract like that who's on an expiring deal, picking up a guy like, say, like I said, a Milan Lucic, to help a team out with salary cap. Even though we already helped Calgary out by taking on Sean Monahan, you guys get what I mean. Like a contract similar to that of Milan Lucic's, just taking it on for the last 2 weeks of the season, basically, or last month of the season. I think that's fair. I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I actually wouldn't mind that, honestly. I wouldn't mind Lucic in a Habs jersey because I think it'd be really goddamn funny. But yeah, full disclosure. Oh, yeah, okay, it's a song by, Etta James. I'm old as dirt. It's got a great beat, rock and blues. I posted the title as a reference. Yeah, well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. It was pretty clever. I like that. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to check the song out. I will have to check that out. If the interest in Parayko is genuine, I'm trading him 7th and agreeing to the deal. He makes David Savard look like, well, no, he doesn't, Darkness, because David Savard is actually a good defenseman. Maybe Colton Parayko could learn from David Savard how to play good defensively. I'll talk about expiring contracts like Drouin. Yeah, Randy. There was a lot of talk around Drouin and Dadonov, like I mentioned. There was talk about Anderson earlier in the season. Yeah, exactly, Randy. As much as I love Drouin, you might as well trade him. Don't lose him for nothing. Even if all you get is a 3rd or 4th round pick, you could draft well with that 3rd or 4th round pick. Like a lot of these trades that happen. For example, when we dealt with Tampa Bay, like if I can find Jack Finley, Hockey DB, we had the pick that, for example, Montreal Canadiens trade Marco Scandella to the St. Louis Blues for a 4th round pick in 2021 and a 2020 2nd round pick. We then took that 2nd round pick, who ended up becoming Jack Finley, and traded it to Tampa Bay for a 2nd round pick in 2021 and a 4th in 2020. Does anybody, without cheating, want to guess what those players turned into? 2021 2nd round pick became Oliver Kapanen, which is already equal to Jack Finley, I would say. Who did that 4th round pick in 2020 turn into? Sean Farrell. So sometimes the trade right away might look good, like trading, holy fuck, Marco Scandella for a 2nd round pick. Habs are geniuses. But a trade can look even better. That trade essentially turns into Marco Scandella for Sean Farrell, who I want to point out 2 seasons ago with Chicago Steel in the USHL, put up 72 assists in 53 games, 101 points. This year has 29 assists, 46 points in 27 games in college. Sean Farrell is going to be the real deal, if you ask me. So while a trade might look good or bad on the surface, it might get better with time. It might get worse, obviously. Who's to say? Maybe Jack Finley becomes a 2nd line forward in the NHL for Tampa. Sean Farrell and Oliver Kapanen don't pan out. Who's to say Sean Farrell doesn't turn into a 1st line guy, and Jack Finley, for example, never returns to the NHL. Oliver Kapanen becomes, say, a good 3rd line guy. Who's to say the opposite doesn't happen with Kapanen and Farrell? Who's to say only one of those guys makes the NHL? Maybe it's an equal deal there. Who's to say? So yeah, I think that if you guys just kind of be patient, basically. Yeah. I think if you just kind of be patient, basically, in terms of deals, they'll come. And I think if you are patient on those deals when they're made, patience comes to those who good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who are patient. That's good. Things come to those who come. God. All right, there we go. So yeah. God, where am I? Sorry. Devils pushed hard. Mercer got taken down by Harris with a good hit. Habs were shot blocking well. They were looking to kill time in the first period. Then the Devils tied it. David Savard screened Montembeault, did not shot block, allows a Jesper Bratt shot to go through the glove and into the net. It is a 1-1 tie game there. A bit of a soft one for Montembeault, but given Savard was screening, not too much he could do to see the puck there. Devils then pushed immediately. They wanted a 2-1 lead. Habs got a bit careless in their own zone, just trying to pass around. There was a couple deflected pucks that nearly missed the net. A couple turnovers being caused by the Devils as well. They were playing very well. Habs tried to push. Ullinen then ran into Suzuki, who was looking for a shot. That sucked. Ullinen is not an NHL forward, in my opinion. There was a couple more chances for the Devils. They looked big for a 2-1 lead. Wood got a nice shot off. Habs top line then pushed. Harvey Pinard found Anderson in the slot, but a great stop by Vitek Vanacek. Habs tried to push in the final minute, but the shots 10-9 for the Devils. A 1-1 tie game after 20 minutes. So bit of a back and forth first period there, actually. Habs with a bit of an upper hand early on, but the Devils got better as the period went along, at least in my opinion. Speaking of, the Habs actually pressured in the opening minute. They were playing well. Dvorak nearly found Hoffman early in the second. Great chance there. Canadians pushed. I want to say it was Drouin as well, had a decent chance. But we score. Johnathan Kovacevic gets his... Oh, sorry. Bob, I'll get to your comment after this. Johnathan Kovacevic with his second career NHL goal, second with the Canadiens. From Ullinen and Matheson makes it 2-1 Canadiens. Very nice shot. Just puts it home. The Canadiens with a lead just like that. Patience is the key. Exactly, Bob. We're still building our team for the next decade, and drafting the best players and good numbers is the only way forward. Gone are the days of signing multiple FAs at the time. Exactly, Bob. Exactly, Bob. Like, do I think we're going to sign one or two occasionally? Yeah, obviously. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Wouldn't surprise me if we end up signing even just a minor guy in free agency this year. Might be an AHL guy. Might be a third, fourth liner that we sign. Who knows? But yeah, no. Gone are definitely the days of soft kind of rebuilding, signing a couple guys in free agency, hoping they pan out. Gone are the days of signing Carl Alzner and Alesh Hemsky and trading back for Eric Cole, even though Eric Cole was actually pretty good with the Canadiens the second time around. But you know what I mean. Gone are those days. Gone are those days. I might have just accidentally outed someone. But gone are those days, and have been for the past couple of years of trading fair, trading wisely, fleecing general managers for draft picks, fleecing general managers for young forwards, Kirby Dach, and just thinking very smart, thinking strategically. Lane Hudson. Yeah. We could use a cheap FA defenseman in the offseason. Yeah, Bob, especially if we do deal off Joel Edmondson. We will still have David Savard, but still, with your top pairing probably being Goulet and Savard, and then Matheson probably on your second pairing, most likely with Justin Barron. That does leave your third pair probably as Jack Ian Harris, which I love Jordan Harris and I love Justin Barron. And now that I do think about it, Bob, could you really afford to take one of Barron, Harris, or Jack out of the lineup? Obviously, Goulet you're not going to take out of the lineup because he's been probably our best defenseman this year when he's been playing. But overall, I don't know if you can really take someone out of that lineup, unless you're talking about like a deal like a Chris Weidman where he's really good at helping the kids, takes pretty much league minimum, something like that, then yeah, I'm fine with that. But if we're talking about, say, signing, say, for example, I think he's already extended big time in LA, but say, for example, Alex Edler, signing him to, say, a 1-year, $3 million deal, for example, which honestly, I would not mind. I do like Alex Edler. Did I say Alex Edler? I meant Chris Letang. I'm pretty sure Alex Edler is retired. No, he is the one playing in LA. Where's Chris Tanev then? Where's Chris Tanev? He's in Calgary. Okay. Okay. Does Tanev expire this year? Does Edler expire this year? Okay, he actually does. He's actually making $750,000. That is really good. But say, for example, signing Alex Edler to, say, a 1-year, $1 million deal. I wouldn't mind that because I like Alex Edler. I think he'd be a good third pairing option. But who do you take out of the lineup? Like, I do think the kids have been playing very well. And I actually do agree with you, Bob. We have really pushed our D very hard this year to get an experienced D-man back there to ease the pressure would be awesome. It definitely would, Bob. I do agree with that. Maybe some games you want to go with 11 forward 7D then, because I think Alex Edler being in the lineup, for example, Alex Edler would really help the Canadiens blue line for sure. It would help the young kids. Hell, to get someone like, say, Caden Goulet out there with fucking Alex Edler to help him defensively or to help smooth in his game, that'd be awesome. I'd love Alex Edler on the Canadiens for a 1-year, 2-year thing. I'd say Chris Tanev, but he's getting paid hard until next year, $4.5 million, which, I mean, I don't mind. I like Alex Edler. He's Chris Tanev. He's a very good defenseman, but just, take out the lineup, whoever has the most options. Some still have junior eligibility. Really, Bob? I did not know that. I I don't know who has the most options. I think Justin Barron might, but at the same time, it's also like who might. It might also be a situation um, where like some of these guys need waivers. Like for example, with Jordan Harris, say he's 22. He just signed an extension, so I don't think you're gonna want to get him out of the lineup because he's projected for about 22 points over 77 games, which isn't amazing, but that's pretty good for making his literally in his rookie season. Justin Barron, who has 2 goals in his last 5 games, maybe he's the guy you send down. Like he has 6 points in 19 games. He's been good. I've liked what we've seen out of Justin Barron. But I feel like if anyone, maybe it's him you send down because he has another year left on his ELC. I don't think he need waivers because he's 21, turning 22. I don't know. And then like obviously Arbor Xhekaj, you're gonna want to use someone like him as that reliable defenseman, or not just that type of like enforcer who's able to provide some offense and plays well defensively. Like Arbor Xhekaj, even though he's only 21 or 22 now, he's been very good. I very much liked what we've gotten out of Arbor Xhekaj this season so far. So again, I could see us. I can't see us getting rid of Arbor Xhekaj. If anything, exactly, waivers is the danger, but I don't think Justin Barron needs waivers again because I think he's 21 turning 22 in the offseason. He turns 22 at the beginning of next year, so I don't think he would be waiver eligible because he I think this next year would be his 3rd year of playing in the AHL. So technically he would be waiver eligible in 24-25. So next year he would not be waiver eligible, I don't think. So I'm pretty sure he would be fine. I'm pretty sure he'd be fine. Hey, Zarbian, how's it going, my guy? Exactly. It does depend on the contract options for sure, Bob. Definitely. I like I said, Justin Barron is on an ELC. It's the last year of his ELC, so I think he would be fine to be sent down. But yeah. Also, Sam, thank you. Congrats on another great win, Harry. Sam, thank you. I appreciate it. I did not see you coming in the chat. Thank you very much. Do you think O'Reilly will sign with the Leafs next year, Harry? Sam, yes and no. Apparently, O'Reilly did grow up as a Maple Leafs fan, so I could see that maybe being the case. I heard it from a couple places that he did grow up as a Leafs fan. I could maybe see it if he takes like a pretty decent pay cut, like $2-3 million, something sort of like what Mark Giordano did to re-sign with the Maple Leafs. I could see something like that. But at the same time, if say the Maple Leafs don't get out of the first round this year, Dubas is gone, and O'Reilly probably walks. I could genuinely see that happening. If the Leafs somehow don't get out of the first round this year, this is probably their best chance. So, yeah, I on one hand, like I said, I could see O'Reilly resigning if he takes a big pay cut. But on the other hand, he might not resign simply because he wants more money and he probably wants to win a Stanley Cup. So I don't know. I think there's a 50-50 chance he resigns. Bob, O'Reilly is from Clinton, Ontario, about 3 hours from Toronto. Thank you, Bob. You know Ontario very well. You can provide me with the guys who live in Ontario and how far they are away. How far they are away from the from Toronto and or Winnipeg. Yeah, let me know how far they are from Winnipeg. I'm sure you can definitely do that. Oh, I am very special tonight. But yeah, he loves St. Louis too. That is true, Sam. I did see a couple people as well saying that apparently O'Reilly would probably want to re-sign with St. Louis in the offseason, which would make sense. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like he might either want to go back to St. Louis or probably try greener pastures. I don't know. Might want to try something else. I wouldn't know. Miles Wood then actually gets on a clear break. Montembeault with a great save there, I believe, with the pad. Sam, the Canadiens would not want Ryan O'Reilly. Not that he's not good, obviously, but we're rebuilding. Now who knows? I could be saying all this, and then July 1st, it's like, oh, the Montreal Canadiens have signed Ryan O'Reilly. Who knows? I'm obviously not management, but for example, with the Canadiens, we're rebuilding. So, and plus we already have like say Suzuki, Doc, Dvorak, Jake Evans, and if we resign him, say Sean Monahan, We have 5 guys who are at center. Say Kirby Dach moves to the right wing. Those are your 4 centers right there. Suzuki, Monahan, Dvorak, and Evans, and then with Dach on the wing. So O'Reilly would probably just force Jake Evans to, for example, Jake Evans to go to, say, left wing or right wing. I think he plays left wing secondary. And all that would do is really just force Christian Dvorak or O'Reilly on the 4th line, which probably wouldn't be good. It'd be good for the Canadiens' depth because that's always awesome. You can have a 3rd line center playing 4th line center for you, but I wouldn't want O'Reilly on the Canadiens. I'd want him to go somewhere where he can where he has a chance to win personally, or he has a chance to win in the next 2 years because we'll probably only be a playoff contender by the time that his 2-year deal expires. For example, if O'Reilly takes the Bozak deal from a few years ago of $3 million by 5 years, I would be okay with re-signing him to that. Darkness, do you want that for a 3rd line center? I like Tyler Bozak, but I feel like that might handicap you more than it might help you. Like, again, I like Bozak, but just I don't know if that's the type of deal you're giving 3rd line guys. That's a bit iffy if you ask me. Then Nick Suzuki scored 2 goals in a minute 12 seconds. It's a great wrister pass. Vanacek, Hoffman, and Corey Scheneman with the Corey Scheneman, his first point in his 2nd game this season. Habs lead it. Like I said, the 2 goals in a minute 12 seconds like that. Very solid. We were technically paying a 3rd line center $6 million last year. God, I forgot about that, Darkness. Habs aren't ready for a talent like O'Reilly in spite of the rough season he's had this year. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. We're not at the level where, for example, if we need a 3rd line center, for example, that we're going to free agency or a trade to look at that. We're just gonna be like, hey, you know what? Say we trade Christian Dvorak. Okay, Jake Evans 3rd line. Even though I do think Jake Evans is a decent 3rd line option. Like for example, if we're a contending team, we would want Jake Evans on the 4th line because stability. But we wouldn't look at free agency or trading to get a 3rd line center. We just run with what we have basically, or trade for a prospect, or trade for a guy like Kirby Dach who is projected as the 3rd line center, and all of a sudden becomes your number 1 right wing option because Cole Caulfield's moved to the left wing. So, good things like that. Dvorak then gets found in the slot, tried to pass into an open left wing, but nobody was there. I thought Dvorak had a shot. I think he had a decent chance at making it 4-1. That would have been cool if he did too. Montembeault then gets shoved down by Miles Wood. No penalty, surprisingly. What are your thoughts on Riley Kidney? Where does he fit into the Habs' plans in the next 3 years? Bob, I'm actually kind of iffy on Riley Kidney. I do think he could make the NHL. He has this year, let's just say off Gatineau, 9 goals and 38 points in 15 games. He has, it's not 78. Sorry. I've got to go to Elite Prospects to see his point totals. Riley Kidney. I can't do basic math, apparently. But Riley Kidney this year has, if it would tell me, that would be appreciated. Damn it. Okay, what's 45? He has 83 points. He has 83 points this year in just 46 games, which is really, really good. The issue is it's the QMJHL. So while he might be able to come in as like a 4th line center next year for the Canadiens, for example, again, our center core is probably filled up unless we trade out, say, Christian Dvorak, which I wouldn't want to do because I like him defensively. He's a good face-off guy. We are eventually going to have to deal off Christian Dvorak because I think his deal does end after next year, if I remember correctly. So that might have to happen. Plus, if we don't re-sign Sean Monahan, for example, we're going to need that 3rd-line center because we're probably going to want to use Dach as 2nd-line center next year then. But I think in the next 3 years, I see Riley Kidney being a good 3rd-line option. I could see him being a decent 3rd-line center, more than likely on the 4th line, though, just to get him some building ice time. I do think next year he comes over to the AHL, but I definitely could see Riley Kidney in the AHL next year, and then the year after maybe starting to transition back and forth, kind of like what Raphael Harper-Pinard was doing this year. Maybe not to the level of like the great amount of play that he's been up to this year. It'd be nice, obviously. But yeah, I do think I do see Riley Kidney being a pretty good third liner in the NHL. What are your thoughts? My voice is starting to kill me. Holy shit. Nikita Alexandrov has been okay as a young 3rd-line center. Wouldn't mind having him there. Yeah, Darkness. I actually like Alexandrov. From what I've seen of some Blues games, He's been good. I've liked him. He's got 4 points, 5 points in 20 games. He's been not bad. I've actually really liked Nikita Alexandrov. Just for example, to take a look at where he was drafted, he was the literal last pick in the second round. Who was picked after him? Matthias Norlinder. Alexei Protas, and that was at the end of the third round. So pretty good pick there by the St. Louis Blues, if you ask me. Yeah. 38 points in 15 games. Yeah, with Gatineau, he does have 38 points in 15 games, I think. I got to look up Riley Kidney again. Yeah, he has 38 points in 15 games. He has 60 assists in 48 games as well overall. So yeah, how about Matthews? Do you think he'll resign to the Leafs, Harry? Sam, honestly, I don't know. Like, obviously the big meme is, he's an Arizona fan. He's going to go to Arizona when his current contract expires. And as much as I would love to see that for the Leafs fan reactions, I don't know. I don't know if I see Matthews leaving Toronto because he'll be there 8 years by the end of his contract. I don't know if he'll want to leave. I could see him maybe getting attached to Toronto. He does look bored out there sometimes, but he clearly does like being in Toronto, I think. Because otherwise he wouldn't have signed a 5-year deal. He would have signed like a 2-year deal, or he wouldn't have signed. He would have asked to be traded, But I don't know. I feel like if Arizona expresses an interest in bringing Austin Matthews home, then I could see him leaving. But other than that, I don't know. I do honestly see Matthews probably sticking in Toronto. Is part of the issue that he might be another Duran, lots of points, few goals in the queue? No, Bob. I think if you can have another playmaker, I think that's fine, honestly, Bob, because you have Caulfield who can score. Doc can score goals. I really like Joshua Waugh's goal scoring. He's a great playmaker, but I do like his goal scoring. Sean Farrell has a bit of goal scoring to him as well. So you're going to need guys, like say, for example, we have Suzuki, Doc, and say one of Farrell or Waugh. Say Farrell, for example, who can score. You need guys like Waugh and then Kidney who can put the puck in the back of the net, especially if we get, say, Matvei Mishkov in the draft. That's a 50-goal scorer for sure, who you're going to need to have a good playmaker with. For example, like, say, a Josh Waugh, or say Riley Kidney has good chemistry with him. You're going to need that type of playmaker setting up the elite goal scorers. Every great goal scorer has a playmaker. Hall and Oates. Hall and Oates. Matthews and Marner. Caulfield, Suzuki. You need those combinations. Kane and Taves, even though they didn't really play together that often, you know what I mean? Every great goal scorer has a great playmaker to complement him, and every great playmaker has a great goal scorer to pass to, So, I think Riley Kidney, because he was a mid-second round pick, I'm pretty sure he was a mid-second round pick, I think. I know he was picked with, I think he was picked in 2020, I think, if I remember correctly. So, I don't know. I don't know if I see Riley Kidney necessarily being another Drouin. If anything, I could see him. I don't know. I don't know if I see him being better than Johnathan Drouin, but I could see him being a consistent 40-point scorer in the National Hockey League. I could see him being a good third line guy. I've heard that if Matthews goes, it'll be to LA. I have heard of that too, Bob. I have heard of him going to LA. They're a much better team now, but I actually do think Phoenix is going to be really competitive in 2 to 3 years. I really like the prospects they're getting. Aside from Logan Cooley, I do like a lot of the Coyotes prospects. They're playing insane the past 5 games. I don't know if you've seen them much, Bob, but they've been playing some great hockey the past 5 games of theirs, especially goaltending-wise. Connor Ingram is just... But yeah, lots of hype for sure in LA. Real Arena, definitely. And like you said, if it's only a 2-hour drive to his home, I could see Matthews maybe going to LA. It could make sense. Funny enough, Austin Matthews was actually drafted to LA in my 1.0 in my first sim league. That's actually kind of funny that he's rumored to go to LA now. But sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I think it's kind of a toss up between LA or Phoenix, whichever one of those places he wants to go to. It definitely probably will be one of those two if he does leave. Obviously, there's the paradox about Duran. If he had a guy who could finish, Duran could have 60 points this year. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. That's the thing with Drouin is that people ramp on him for not producing, even though weirdly enough he has 11 points in his last 13 games. He's been producing. He has been very good recently, at least I think. And exactly, I think if you were to put, say, Johnathan Drouin, say on the right wing, you put him with Suzuki and Caulfield, he definitely could he definitely could have he could put up 70 points he definitely could put up 70 points on the year. But that's also the thing, is that then, and you can never win with the Drouin haters, because when he's not producing, he's like the word you said, he's almost useless. Even I know what you mean, but like, for example, oh, he's useless, he's no good, blah blah blah. And then if he has someone who can score off of him, it's, oh, Drouin's being carried by this guy. This guy, Drouin's passing to him. Drouin's lucky he has this guy. It's like you said, it's the paradox. You can never win with the Drouin haters. You can never win with those people who can just admit he's a playmaker. He's not a sniper. Yes, he has 0 goals this year, and that sucks. He has 17 assists. Quietly, 17 assists. And I want to point out as well. Sorry, I just gotta find I gotta find my notes. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, right there. Yeah, okay, so Montembeau shut down. Yeah. For example, right now, Johnathan Drouin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Johnathan Drouin is 9th on the team in points. He is 9th on the team in points. Keep in mind, he is tied with Sean Monahan, who is hurt right now. He is 1 point back of Evgeny Dadonov, who people are saying is playing good. He only has 4 goals. Evgeny Dadonov, if anything, should be the one getting criticism. He was so poor the first 25 games of the year. He's been great recently. Not great. He's been good recently. He has been getting his game going better, in my opinion. He's obviously behind Cole Caulfield. He's behind, like I said, Mike Hoffman, who people have been criticizing when he's been pretty okay, I think. He's been behind Christian Dvorak, who people have criticized for not producing, even though, again, he has 25 points, 9 goals. He's behind, obviously, Kirby Dach, Cole Caulfield, and Nick Suzuki, our first line. He is technically, going off our forwards, he is a third-line talent, which I like that, honestly. I don't mind that. Caulfield, Suzuki, Dach, that's a good first line. Say Hoffman, Dvorak, Anderson, good third line. Drouin, Monahan, Dadonov, that's the third line. Going off points-wise, that's fair. That is fair. Johnathan Drouin played great in the QMJHL. Should we fault him for prospects ranking him so high because he came from the weakest of the 3 leagues to score, and even though he actually was playing very good, should we fault him for simply not living up to what people thought he could become, what people thought he would be? Or should we fault the prospect rankers, the scouts, for saying he's easily going to be a first liner in the NHL. He's easily going to be a superstar. Should we fault those people? Or does the blame lie somewhere in the middle? Does the blame lie somewhere in the middle? Does the blame lie somewhere in the middle? There we go. I finally got it out that time. Somewhere in the middle, where the prospects overhyped him, but Drouin as well does need to step up, and early in his career. At this point, it's kind of late. He is a good third line guy, and I like Drouin. But did he need to step up early in his career when he came to the NHL and show these guys, hey, I can be this. I can improve my game and improve upon it, I do think a lot of the blame goes on both parties. I think a lot of the blame goes on both parties. And a lot of the blame, in my opinion, goes on Tampa Bay. Not only for not giving him ice time with Steven fucking Stamkos, who I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember, he had good chemistry with, briefly playing with him, had good chemistry with Steven Stamkos, and fucking him over royally. Firstly, by trading him to Montreal, where they kind of knew, okay, firstly, interdivision. Second of all, he's from Quebec. He's getting a lot of hype. Trade him there. But third of all, not showing him the respect that he needed. Drouin deserved to be in the Lightning's lineup. Scratching him and sending him down, it's no wonder he wouldn't report to Syracuse. It's no wonder at that point. It's no wonder he wouldn't, because they didn't respect him, So I don't know. I think a lot of the people saying shit like, oh, Drouin is lazy. Drouin doesn't have any heart. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's there, but I don't know. I think, like I said, the blame lies a bit in the middle, but a lot of it does have to go on the teams that he's been with. Exactly, Bob. You do need the Drouins of the world. You do need those playmakers, but without a finisher, the playmaking is going to waste. I think that's the best way to put it, Bob. The playmaking goes to waste if you don't have a guy who can finish and a guy who can receive those pucks and know what to do with it. You can be the best. You can be Adam Oates, the best goal scorer in the world. But if you're playing with Michael Pezzetta, of no shit, Owen, no shit, Adam Oates, if he's stuck on that line, say, not getting any power play time, if he's stuck on that, say, fourth line with Michael Pezzetta, for example, you could be the best playmaker in the world. If you're stuck on the line with Michael Pezzetta, no shit, you're going to end the year with like 10 assists. No shit, you're going to have to try and score 10 goals a year, and you're not going to be able to because you're a playmaker. Exactly, Bob. Thank you. The playmaking goes to waste. If you don't have someone, it doesn't even have to be necessarily Cole Caulfield, Kirby Dach, Mike Hoffman, who has not been playing great this year. He's been good, but he's not been living up to what he could be. You give 2017 Mike Hoffman, who scored 30 goals. Yeah, 30 goals. You give that Mike Hoffman the puck from Johnathan Drouin. Johnathan Drouin has probably 30, 40 points this year. He has probably 30, 40 assists this year. Johnathan Drouin is seen as a great playmaker, if you ask me. If you have, say, Brian Gianta, maybe not late stage Brian Gianta because he couldn't score worth a damn, but say 2012 Brian Gianta, 2011, 2012 Brian Gianta, with early in his career, Johnathan Drouin, when he first came to Montreal, Drouin probably has another 30-point season. Gianna probably has another 30-goal season. Drouin is able to rebound, and he learns from a veteran like Brian Gianna. He learns. What was the issue with Johnathan Drouin? Firstly, we played him at center, which Johnathan Drouin is a natural winger. He is not meant to be at center. I respect him for giving it a try and going with what the Canadiens management wanted him to do. I respect him for that. But he's not a center. And we did not give him anything. Montreal Canadiens 18-19 lineups. Line combinations. That is our recent line combinations. I would like, can I get our 18 lineup versus Canadian versus Panthers? Nick Suzuki. Okay, so here we go. Please tell me this is a game that Drouin's not in the lineup. Son of a bitch. That is this year. God. Okay, let me go to 17-18. Go to 17-18. I don't want rosters. I want not projecting lines. If I could find their lines, this would be perfect. This would be perfect for the point I'm trying to make. That's 2022. You know what? Let's just try versus, say, Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's just say Pittsburgh Penguins 17-18. This is 2022. Okay, 2017 lines. Game 78, March 31st. Please have the lines. Game thread. This should be it. See, okay, perfect. So this is late in 2018. This is March 31st, 2018. This is game 78, I think it said, on the year. So what were our lines? I'm going to go from the fourth to the first line. So our fourth line, Nick Deslauriers, Michael McCarron at center, again, a winger playing center, Byron Fouets, Daniel Carr, Logan Shaw, Kirby Reichel, Alex Galchenyuk, a natural center playing on the wing, Jacob De La Rose, Arturi Lehkonen. And then what's your top line? Johnathan Drouin at center. On the right wing, Brendan Gallagher. On his left wing, Paul Byron. These are the type of guys Drouin had to play with, for example, in that season. Let's just say, for example, let's just go to Johnathan Drouin's Hockey DB. 2017-18. What did Drouin do? In 77 games, 13 goals, 33 assists, 46 points. That is a goddamn miracle. That is a miracle. He put up 46 points, which was actually, I believe, his projected lowest. If he plays every game, for example, in 1920, 2021, if he plays all 82 games in the year, that is his lowest season, is 46 points. Because I believe in 1920, he was projected for about 55 points. 2020 and 21, he was actually projected about 45 points that year. But half an assist per game, 40 assists, that's pretty good. Last year, 20 points in 34 games, that's about 50, 55 points. This year, he's half an assist per game, 17 assists in 34 games. That projects to about 40 assists a year. So Drouin has never been this bum fourth line guy that people project him, that people say he is. He's always been a good, roughly half an assist per game player. He has about half a point per game in the National Hockey League overall, you know? So I find it funny that people will honestly always say will always say, Johnathan Drouin is a bum. Get rid of Johnathan Drouin. He's a fourth liner. He's a waste. He's this and that. When the truth is, Drouin never had a finisher. The fact that Johnathan Drouin had 50-point seasons playing with Brendan Gallagher and Paul Byron and Alex Galchenyuk, who, yes, was a good goal scorer in Montreal, but he was not a finisher. He's playing with these guys and putting up 50 points. He's putting up still pretty good seasons for a second-line quality forward who's forced to play first-line minutes, trying to play make and trying to score goals. You know? And yeah, Bob, like you said, Hall needs Oates and Oates needs Hall. It's also the chemistry as well. Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield have a natural chemistry together. Hall and Oates had a natural chemistry together. And Bob, like you mentioned as well, unfortunately, with all that being said, Drouin unfortunately probably does have to go. His salary and injuries is just, it sucks. I hate when Drouin gets hurt because everybody immediately points to that without acknowledging the play on the ice and what gets him hurt. That play with Alex Ovechkin. Nobody talks about that anymore. Nobody talks about how Alex Ovechkin hit Drouin in a very dirty manner and broke his wrist, I think, that kept him out of the lineup for 3 months. Everybody just says, oh, Drouin got hurt against Washington. Oh, typical Drouin. Nobody looks at the plays and sees how he gets hurt, you know? And Bob, I unfortunately do have to agree. Sadly, it is time to go. But for me, it's not the injuries or the salary. It's Drouin's mental health. Drouin has been criticized to hell and back since coming to Montreal. He has been criticized game in and game out, regardless of if he has 0 points or if he puts up, say, 3 points. Say he has 3 helpers, like he did recently. He's played very good. And people still calling him to be traded and to be dealt out because, quote unquote, he sucks. And that's simply not the case. Johnathan Drouin does not suck. Quite frankly, I have to agree with the hockey guy on this. He said this best. If you're in the NHL, you are not a bad hockey player. You know, as much as I hate Michael Pezzetta and I give him shit for playing terribly, he's obviously not a god-awful hockey player because he made the NHL. He's played more games than a majority of us will ever play in the National Hockey League. You know, we shit on Johnathan Drouin, for example. Truth is, he's at least a third liner in the NHL. You know, and I'm not saying, just because, fuck, what was I saying? Fuck, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I was on such a roll, and then I hit a goddamn roadblock just now. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh God, someone help me. What was the last thing I said before I hit the roadblock? Someone help me, please. Someone help me. Fuck. God damn it, I suck. God damn it, I'm such a, damn it. I was on such a roll. I was not stuttering. I wasn't messing up my words. And then I hit this roadblock because I looked at myself on stream. Son of a bitch. You know? But I'm not saying that for example, you know, Drouin's weak because of these mental health issues. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that, we shouldn't trade Johnathan Drouin. I would love for us to trade Drouin for his mental health. For his sake, to help Drouin be a better player, it is best we get rid of him. But Bob, unfortunately, I do have to agree with you. And yeah, I agree with you as well with Brendan Gallagher. I liked Gallagher. I don't like seeing him play like shit. I don't like seeing him put up 1 point in 29 games. I don't like that with Brendan Gallagher, you know? I want to see Brendan Gallagher play well. I want to see Brendan Gallagher get back to 30 goals and 70 points. That'd be awesome. Truth is, we're not going to get there ever again. The faster we trade Brendan Gallagher, the faster it is that it probably helps the team and might help him. Suns, how's it going? Devils are a sorry-ass team. Yes, they are, Suns. I agree, man. But, you know, again, like with Johnathan Drouin, like I said, you know, it's, you know, people are going to criticize him no matter what he does. Whether he puts up 0 points in a game or he could have 6 points in the game, people are always going to say, oh, well, he had this person he was passing to. Oh, well, this play was terrible. He doesn't get involved in board play. Why do you think he tries to stay healthy? Why do you think he doesn't get involved? Because you criticize him for getting hurt so much, and board plays can cause you to get hurt. You get whacked at a lot in those. Why do you think he doesn't get involved in those? Then you criticize him for not getting involved in the board play because it caused him to get hurt, and you criticize him for getting hurt. It goes full circle. These people don't realize that by criticizing Johnathan Drouin, they're in reality just proving themselves to not be intelligent because they don't realize, okay, hey, again, we're making fun of Drouin because he gets hurt, so he doesn't go into board play to get involved there. And what does he do? Well, oh shit, just the other night, for example, he didn't get involved in a board play. He got a pass in the slot. He had a great chance for his first goal of the year. He just didn't score. It was a great save by the goaltender, but he had a good chance there. He had a very good chance there. The truth is, if you had Johnathan Drouin on your team, not on the Canadiens, if Johnathan Drouin was in, say, let's just say, if he was still in Tampa Bay, say he never left Tampa Bay, say we deal Mikhail Sergachev for Andre Palat instead, for example. I don't know, just Andre Palat, for example. Or Nikita Kucherov. No, let's just say Andre Palat, for example. A legitimate third-line guy. We would be praising the shit out of Andre Palat every night, but we'd also be saying, we'd be looking at Tampa Bay as Drouin very likely playing with Steven Stamkos, more than likely getting 60 assist years, 50 assist years, looking at that and saying, damn, I like Palat. Why couldn't we have traded Sergachev for Johnathan Drouin? I guarantee it. If we had a finisher for Johnathan Drouin, or if we had never traded for Drouin, fans would want him. Fans would want Johnathan Drouin. It sucks. It sounds. I'm not talking shit about Byron. I'm just saying at that point he is not I'm just saying Byron's not a finisher. He's a good 15 goal scorer when he's healthy, but Byron just is not a finisher in the NHL unless it's in the playoffs. He's not a finisher. I'm just saying. Exactly, Bob. In all honesty, Drouin deserved a much better fate. The Habs couldn't deliver a bona fide first line center to be the finisher for Drouin, or a bona fide right winger, a bona fide first line right winger. Center does not have to be the goal scorer, but I get what you mean. They couldn't deliver a first line forward to be a great sniper for Johnathan Drouin. We could have had it in 2016 when Steven Stamkos was about to hit the free agent market and then Tampa overpaid him to stay. We could have had Steven Stamkos, not like he would have resigned. I think he was rumored to go to Toronto that year. But for example, could have had Steven Stamkos. Sure, could have gone Artemi Panarin, but do we really want that on our current salary cap? Because think about it. Do we have Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield right now if we have Artemi Panarin? For example, do we want John Tavares on this team? Do we really want to be paying $10 million or $11 million for a third-line center? That's not only the issue of getting a first-line forward is then, for example, Drouin puts up 60 assist season because the guy he's passing to is getting 40 goals a year. You got to pay Drouin now, So, again, it sucks because there's the double-edged sword of both Drouin doing good and Drouin doing good, Drouin doing good and Drouin doing bad, quote-unquote, to these people, but also the double-edged sword of pay him or let him walk with every player. With every single player, there's that. So, I don't know. Did we overpay Drouin? Maybe. I mean, keep in mind, we paid him to be a first-line forward, and technically it was a discount for what first-line forwards make at that time. But we couldn't get him a finisher. We couldn't get that reliable first-line goal scorer to play with Johnathan Drouin. Even if it was Drouin at center, for example, couldn't find that first-line winger then at that point to be the finisher for Drouin to pass to. He had to pass to Paul Byron, Brendan Gallagher, and Alex Galchenyuk. No wonder he doesn't work now. Sons, exactly. Drouin would thrive in a smaller market. If you say Drouin went to Colorado, say Tampa doesn't trade him, say they trade him to Colorado, or say we traded Drouin to Colorado, say 3 years ago, for example, say we dealt him to Colorado, he would thrive. Colorado's obviously not like a small market, but still, it's much smaller than Montreal. He would be great there. He would be great in a Colorado, in a Detroit situation. He'd be great in Washington or Philadelphia, maybe. He'd be great in one of those situations. He'd be great in a place like that. That's another reason why it's a danger to bring Quebec-born players. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. It's just an insane hockey market, and we expect way too much out of our players. For example, I have something on my my other hard drive's not being recognized. Shit. Is it maybe still in this one? It might be in this one. Yes, okay, it is in this one. Okay. For example, I have in my folder 2019-20 Habs predictions. Now, this is assuming that every player, a majority of these players get into 82 games and whatnot, get into all 82 games and they just, assuming all players get into 82 games or whatever and there's injuries or whatever. I had Johnathan Drouin, for example, with 21 goals, 15 assists for 36 points. while also the same year having Philip Deneau, 17 goals, 25 assists, 42 points. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, 23 goals, 27 assists, 50 points. Our leading goal scorer would have been Max Domi, per my thing. 34 goals and 78 points. Which actually, if I remember correctly, that turned out to be pretty decent. Was that not the season he went off, 1920? No, it was the year before. I thought he could actually follow that up. You know? But it's just, that right there goes to show, even I expected too much out of Johnathan Drouin in terms of goal scoring. He's not a 20 goal scorer. He's a 30-40 assist scorer. He could provide you 20 goals in a really good year, 20 goals, 40-50 assists for 70 points. That's great. Third overall pick, yeah, maybe not great. But again, where does the blame lie there? But yeah, like Bob, exactly. Like with Pierre-Luc Dubois, for example, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people end up saying, oh, Dubois, we're bringing him into Montreal. He needs to score 40 goals and 110 points. It wouldn't surprise me if people are giving this type of expectation to Pierre-Luc Dubois, when in reality, he can provide you 30 goals, 70 points a year. He's really good for that. He's a good second-line center behind Nick Suzuki, But then, where does that leave Kirby Dach? Do you move Dubois to the wing? Does Dach go to that first-line right wing? Because he's been amazing with Suzuki and Caulfield. But he's also been really good on that second line with Hoffman and Anderson, I think he's been with. He's been very good there. Yes, I apparently shouldn't. I definitely shouldn't look at myself. Holy shit. I've been talking for a long time, and we're in the second period still. Holy shit. Sons, I know what you mean about Byron being a finisher, believe me. A St. Louis situation, a smaller market, and would have a legit 30-40 goal scorer in Tarasenko and Kyrie. Exactly, Darkness. Like, if say, Tampa Bay had traded Johnathan Drouin to Tarasenko, and he was to St. Louis, and he was given that time with Tarasenko, he'd be a 40-50, maybe 60 assists. Okay, probably 40-50. He'd be a 40-50 assist scorer. He would absolutely be a very solid setup man. Exactly, Bob. Unfortunately, in a perfect scenario, which unfortunately does not happen often, Johnathan Drouin is one of the best, left wingers. He's a natural left winger. But so, yeah, say right wingers on the second line in the league, provided he has a lethal finisher. Exactly, Bob. Provided he has a guy who can score 40 goals a year consistently, Johnathan Drouin is one of the best right wingers or left wingers in the league. One of the best passes. He has one of the best passing abilities. People don't bring this up. Johnathan Drouin. Was Johnathan Drouin not the guy? Johnathan Drouin to Nick Suzuki. I'm trying to find the goal. Nick Suzuki versus Philadelphia game tying goal. Because I'm 99% sure that Johnathan Drouin got the primary assist on that goal. I'm 99% sure. Or it was to Caulfield, maybe. It might have been to Caulfield, actually. Okay, fuck. Cole, Cole, right? That'd be great. Game-tying goal. As the game went at 1.9, they immediately knew. Man. Nope, it was Cole Caulfield. But okay, well, either way, Nick Suzuki. If you guys remember that goal, the way that Suzuki passed to Caulfield, that is the type of pass Johnathan Drouin could deliver. In that scenario, he'd probably try and shoot. Yes, probably because panic, 2 seconds left in the game, you're not going to think pass to Caulfield. But for example, he in 90% of the scenarios, that is a pass Johnathan Drouin could easily deliver. That is absolutely a pass that he can deliver, especially if he's with a sniper like Cole Caulfield. Am I wrong? No, Bob. The Pierre-Luc Dubois trade chatter definitely has dropped right off because I think a lot of people are realizing, hey, we can just get him in free agency. We literally in a year and a half, we can just get him July 1st, 2025 in free agency if we really want. Or trade for him a couple days before, give up a 6th round draft pick to Winnipeg for the rights to sign him. And there, Hey, Bobby, no problem, my guy. Don't worry about it. People get the positions confused all the time. I've seen people refer to Artemi Panarin as a right winger, and he's also a left winger. Weirdly enough, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny seeing how many guys get confused for right wingers as left wingers. But yeah, no, don't worry, my guy. But yeah, no, Duran can definitely be considered that in a perfect scenario. Absolutely. But yeah, I think I'm done my Johnathan Duran rant, or my rant against people who hate Johnathan Duran, I should say. This could maybe be clipped and put on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe. Mario Lemieux was the best goalie ever. Yes, he was, Bob. Yes, he was. Mario Lemieux was fuck the joke. Joke wasn't funny anyways. Joke wasn't funny anyways. I don't need to say Mario Lemieux's name right. No, but I agree. Mario Lemieux, I can say it right now, was the best goalie ever. I agree, Bob. Yes, he was. My bad C. Yes, he was the best center in the world. Yes, he was indeed. Habs' top line was tired out for 2.5 minutes. The Devils pushed hard, but there were not many great shots. There was a couple stops from Montembeault. Devils then got away with a clear elbow to the face, same type of one that Anderson had against him. Just in the corner for the puck and just kind of elbow right to the skull. That unfortunately happened again. Not to, I understand, I don't think, but just would have been funny if that happened twice to him in the same season. Just weird. Tatar, Devils then pushed again. Montembeault with 2 great saves. Tatar off of a really solid cut to the middle, and Hughes on the rebound. Great chance, but he's not able to bury it. Devils then go to the power play though. Dvorak is called for hooking. Montembeault with some more great saves. Habs clear. Great killing time, keeping it 3-1. We are 1-for-1 on the PK tonight. But yeah, guys, I could probably clip that Johnathan Duran thing and give it a couple visuals. Give me 5 days. If you guys really wanted me to clip that for other people to see, I could probably clip that whole thing or just completely redo that thing. Redo that entirely unscripted, or go back to here, clip what I was wanting to say, and okay, I can articulate that better, articulate this better. I could probably go and do that and record the video. I could record that as a video or upload it as a highlight. I don't know, maybe a highlight might be better. Just give it an intro, like, hey guys, what you're about to see is a highlight from the stream. Check this out. We're live after every Habs game. Blah blah blah. I could probably do something like that. But yeah. I think the third star of tonight's game was Jersey's reverse retro. Unfortunately, Bob, that was not the reverse retro. That's just the third jersey they have, unfortunately. I'd love for that to be a reverse retro. It probably will be in 30 years, honestly. But yeah, unfortunately, that was not a reverse retro jersey. That was just a regular third jersey. Yeah, Bob, I think their third jersey, at least I'm pretty sure it's not. New Jersey Devils reverse retro. Yeah, there's this year's the throwback to the Kansas City Scouts. They've got the Kansas City Scouts colors in the jersey logo, the New Jersey Devil. New Jersey Devils jersey. Yeah, it's just the third jersey. They had this last year actually too. They have it with Subban's name for $195. Why am I low-key actually considering this? Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, thank you, Bob. Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly, it's just the third jersey. It's actually really beautiful too. I actually really do like it. The Habs then go to the power play. 1-4 on the PK tonight. Smith gets called for holding. It's Brendan Smith. Canadians get some good chances to start the power play. Hoffman, Suzuki were out there. Dvorak, they got a good chance. Sorry. Barron at the blue line breaks the stick just as the PK expires. We are 0-4 on the power play. Gatlin tonight. Johnathan Duran was the third line center between Hoffman and Maria. Yes, he was Gatlin. Yes, he was. He was the third line center tonight. Speaking of Johnathan Duran, he tries to keep a puck in the zone with Barron, trying to rush to get a new stick, but unfortunately, it's right to a Devil. It was a good play in theory. Just get it back in the zone, but it's right to a Devil. Sends it out to Brendan Smith out of the box on a break. Montembeault makes the save. Another great save for Samuel Montembeault there. Devils then push, but the Habs the other way. Pezzetta on it, and he passes it right to the Devils because, of course, he does. Devils then pushing hard in the Canadian zone. Some good defensive plays by us. Great coverage by the Canadians to not let them get much on Montembeault. There's a couple bounces. Great stops by Montembeault. Final minute of the period, Devils looked. Habs could not get much on net, but some good defensive plays. Good back checking too. The Canadians were actually very well back checking. Good speed to get there in time to cover the Devils. But the shots are 24-12, not 21-12, unfortunately, like Rush. But it is 24-12 for the Devils. but the Canadiens with a 3-1 lead. Habs go to the power play 40 seconds in. Dawson Mercer is called for hooking. Habs couldn't find much early, but a power play will go to the Devils after some 4-on-4 as Duran is called for tripping, unfortunately. Bit of a weak call there, and I don't say that just because it's Duran, but it was a little bit of a weak call. The guy was going down. I get why they called it, though. Duran did get the stick in the skates, even though he was going down. It's a fair penalty. I would give that one to the referees. Habs tried to push on the 4-on-4. Suzuki was gassed, felt like he was out there for over, as I put, out there for over a minute, but he was out there for over a minute. Devils pushed on the power play. Nice long stream, Harry. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it, man. We are trying to power through. My voice has been rough for about 45 minutes, and I've got to try and practice tomorrow for music. Oh boy, I'm going to have a goddamn Liam Gallagher voice. If you guys don't know Oasis or Liam Gallagher, please look it up. Do yourself a favor. I know Bob knows Oasis. But if you guys have not, please go listen to Oasis or Liam Gallagher, because Liam Gallagher has some really good solo stuff. I would personally recommend Fade Away by Oasis or Live Forever by Liam Gallagher. I have to go to his first album, his second album, Why Me, Why Not. I'd recommend just a majority of the album, but especially I'm actually going to listen to The River after the game. I'm going to listen to The River after the stream. I'd recommend The River, Why Me, Why Not, Now That I Found You. Just great album. Great album. One of Us is also really good. Music, just singing or playing. Randy, just singing for me. I don't think it's just singing. I think I might play some drums as well. I do have my drums set up now, actually. I've been trying to get a bit of guitar, but I do know a bit of guitar, not too much. I'm not playing tonight. I'm sorry, but I know someone's gonna ask, but I can't play guitar tonight. I'm sorry, but I've mostly singing, Randy, but maybe some drums as well. Yeah, Gaslin, there we go. I'm old to remember Wonderwall from Oasis. Yeah, Gaslin, yeah. Maybe eventually, boys. Maybe once I'm feeling comfortable with the voice, I might cover Wonderwall eventually. Who knows? Maybe I'll feel courageous enough to cover it. I do want to do a cover of Fade Away, though, because I've been loving Fade Away for a while. The past, 2 weeks, I've been really listening hard to Fade Away. There's some Oasis songs I really want to cover. The issue is Liam's voice is so unique and so rough and so high that, I can't get there. So, I'll try, but I either undershoot it or I feel like I get there, but it hurts, But then there's some nights some days where I'll just mess around, where I'll try and sing like him. I'll try and get the roughness in the voice, and it hurts. It hurts after a song, and it's just holy fuck. I have no clue how the dude does it for fucking 30, 35 years. I think he's going on. It's just Jesus, I'll leave that voice to the professionals. I'll probably end up having to sing more like Noel, if anything, which sucks because I hate I hate Noel. Love the songs he wrote, and I love his singing. Hate the guy Noel Gallagher, though. Yeah, drink some tea with some honey. I did hear about that. An hour before you have to sing it again right after, it really helps your vocal cords. I have heard about that, Bob. I have heard about that. I know Liam Gallagher, actually. Liam actually did that for a long time. I think he still does. But I remember on Familiar to Millions, there's a thing where he referenced the honey and tea because he was supposed to be taking it at that point, because that's when his voice was starting to get very, 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 very bad. But he hadn't done it, and he referenced that on the second night, the night that wasn't used for the Familiar to Millions album. But I do know about the tea and honey. I should probably try that out sometime. Yes, I am familiar. Yeah, there we go, Bob. I'm familiar with Oasis. Hell yeah. Gaslin, check out a German band called Eskimo Callboy or Electric Callboy. Those guys are hilarious. I will give them a search. I have their Wikipedia page up. I will check them out after the stream. Thank you, Gaslin. Actually, why did I load up the Wikipedia? I can just load them up on Spotify. I will look them up on Spotify later, see if they're there. If they're not, I'll do something. I will do something. Oh, all right. Let's the love child between LMFAO and Rammstein. I hate LMFAO. Do enjoy some Rammstein, though, so I have a feeling I'm either gonna really like them or I'll think they're pretty okay. I don't think I'll hate them, but I feel like I might enjoy them. I'm not a big fan of LMFAO. Oh Jesus. But Rammstein, do enjoy some Rammstein, so hell yeah. Oh god, where am I? Okay. Devils pushing the power play. Montembeau made some saves. Mercer's out of the box. He's found for a breakaway. Montembeau saves it. Mercer with an extra poke. No good. We've got a scrum. Anderson, I believe, is in there. David Savard's in there. You love to see the Canadians defending their goaltender. Electric call, boy. All right, thank you, guys, and I will get their stuff going on. The other thing to do is do some warm-ups and do some mouth exercises. Legit. I used to be in radio broadcasting. A process of reducing tension in your jaw. I did not know that, Bob, actually. I thought it was just more so to get the vocal cords working. I did not realize it was a way to reduce pressure in your jaw as well. That's kind of cool. Wait, Harry, can you guys not hear me? Can you guys not hear me or see me? Because my mic is on. My mic is on. Live. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see me. You guys can hear me. At least as far as my phone, like I'm watching the stream on my phone. You guys can. So we're back. Oh, okay, that's weird, Bob. The stream went out for a second. Okay, but I did read that, Bob. That is weird. I did not. Oh, lost you there. All right, good, Bob. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. But yeah, I did not realize it was a way to reduce tension in your jaw too. That is kind of cool. I did not know that. Like I said, I thought it was just for warming up your vocal cords. I did not realize it was to reduce tension. I will have to just start looking up mouth exercises then and all that. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Funny, hypa. We got the. Oh, okay. These are like songs of theirs. Okay. I see, guys, and thank you. I will copy and paste those after the stream. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate it. Oh God. Habs then kill off the power play for the Devils. They looked very solid, playing good defensively. 2 for 2 on the PK tonight. Canadians then push. They got a couple chances, and all of a sudden we score. Rem Pitlick makes it 4-1, and I did not put the assists. I had one job. Montreal Canadiens versus New Jersey Devils. Please give me the play-by-play. Game recap? No, I don't want stories.sportsnet. Thank you very much. Game summary. Please. I don't want Jack Hughes scoring twice in the 5-1 win. Game cap. Box score. No, I don't want the Lightning scoring 6 against the fucking... Thank you. This isn't even the right one. Never mind, it is. Pitlick scores from Dadonov and Dvorak, making it 4-1, just like that. Really solid goal. Really nice, too. Dvorak passed it to Dadonov, kind of faked a shot, passed to Pitlick, waited for Vanacek to kind of go down, just shot it in. Good one there. Nice poise, and it's 4-1. The game had ended. That goal came with about 6 minutes in. And apparently Rem Pitlick broke the clock because there were zeros on the board. It was 3-2 Devils, the score was showing. It was really funny. It was really funny seeing that. The Canadiens won, and then the Devils had won with 0 on the clock. It was funny seeing that. It was a nice little moment in a game all filled with all sorts of calamity going on. It was fun to see that. Nice little levity for the Devils fans. Good to see them winning for about 20 seconds while they fixed it. Canadians then pushed, looked for the 5-1 lead actually, but Devils then back the other way. They kept trying. They were getting opportunities and getting a bit aggressive actually. Throwing a couple hits, not getting many shots at this point, but the Devils would go to the power play after a bit of pressure. Barron gets called for a holding. Habs tried to clear. Mercer though scores. 4-2 Canadians, a good one there. Savard took down Wood off the rebound just in front. Able to tip it in or get the rebound as Dawson Mercer puts it behind Sam Montembeau. The Devils only down 4-2 now, looking like they could come back. There's also the British girl band called Wet Leg. They remind me of the Pixels. Ooh, okay. I do like a couple of songs of the Pixels from what I remember hearing of them. So, Wet Leg. And it gives me the rock band right away. Holy shit. They're from the Isle of Wight, really. I hope they performed at the Isle of Wight festival then. Debuted in 2022. They came out last year. Really? Okay. I will have to give them a listen then. Thank you, guys. I appreciate these music recommendations, boyos. I really appreciate them. Why is OBS opening? I don't need my playoff hype video opening yet. Thank you. Oh God, now my Google is not. There we go. All right, there we go. I've listened to the yeah. I've heard of the yeah. I think Larkin Poe not so much. But the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, I've heard of them, I'm pretty sure. I want to say there's one song I heard of theirs. Oh, looking at a couple promo pictures, they kind of remind me a bit of Oasis. A little bit of the black and white type of look. Again, I got that. But wow, okay, the 1990s, all right. And Larkin Poe, I will also give them if I can copy their name properly. Thank you, my mouse. Larkin Poe, I will have to give these bands a listen. You guys are probably just recommending me really shitty bands for the memes. Oh, never mind. Larkin Poe, bluesy band featuring two sisters on guitars. That sounds pretty cool. They also toured as backing musicians for Elvis Costello. That's very fitting. Okay, the guitars to Sugarland and Keith Urban. Okay, not a giant Keith Urban fan, but if the other bands they've backed are an indication, I might enjoy them. They might be pretty okay. Larkin Poe album Peach is awesome. Great cover of Black. Ooh, Black, really? I do like the song Black Betty a lot, so I will have to listen to it. The album Peach. All right, I will highlight the album Peach. Thank you, Bob. It cooks bear. Oh, okay, let's go. I'm actually gonna look. I'm not gonna listen to it live on stream. Black Betty, Larkin Poe. I will get it queued up though, because I'm gonna listen to this because I like a good cover of Black Betty. I do like some Black Betty. Wet Leg was the first part of Harry Styles. Oh, okay. I do not like Harry Styles. So part of me wants to assume the band is really bad, but I don't want to be open. I don't want to be open-minded. I don't want to be open-minded. I don't want to be closed-minded and just say they're bad because association. I will give them a listen, but I do have slightly less hope. So I will be 100% honest. I do have slightly less hope. I do know the band is band of the year in Britain though overall. They also have a new. Yeah, I did see that recommend that Venom and Faith from 2018. They have Self-Made Man in 2020. Kindred Spirits also in 2020. Blood Harmony. They've been pretty active the last decade and fucking 7 albums since then. That's pretty good. Hey, Lucas, how's bro still live? How am I still alive? Well, if you're Zarbiani, you're asking that question to me right now because he still thinks I'm dead apparently. But I don't know how I'm like. Hi, Amy. Hi, Lucas. Volume. God damn it. We've been talking about. I had a rant about people who don't like Johnathan Drouin. Bob can attest to that. I don't know if Gaslam was still here. Where's my baby? Oh God, Lucas. I don't know if Gaslane was here for that. I don't know if Randy's still here, if he was here for the rant, but I had a rant about people who don't like Johnathan Drouin. We talked a bit of music, and we've just been still recapping the game. So yeah, so the Devils pushed where like I said, they went to the power play. Dawson Mercer gets the goal. We are 2 for 3 on the PK tonight. Savard then in front gets involved with another scrum. He takes down the Devil. Don't get in front of Montembeault. We're not going to give any space. Love to see it. Devils push. They were looking quickly to go only down 4-3. They wanted another comeback. They apparently have the most comebacks in the NHL with 20. And funny enough, the 23 comebacks that they had in 2017-18 is, I believe, a franchise record. That was the year I believe Taylor Hall won the MVP. So interesting. I wish there was a football game for PC or Xbox that let you create your own teams and logos. That would be cool, Lucas. I want to say Madden NFL had those. Madden NFL 2005 PC download. Oh yeah, my abandonware. My abandonware is usually pretty good, is it not? Is my abandonware safe? Many abandonware sites like my abandonware are safe. Yeah, so okay, yeah, their download limit. Yeah, so they do seem to be safe. So Lucas, if you want, I can send you a link to them. Because I have a link right here from Madden NFL 2005. I don't know if it'll work with my type of Windows, because I know when I downloaded NHL 2004, it was really fucky. Then, like, weirdly enough, I had NHL 2005 on my computer, my old computer. That worked fine until a certain Windows update. I forgot which one it was. then it just wouldn't work. So I don't know if it'll be the same for Windows for this one. I can't even find. Never mind. I did find the download link, but yeah, like I don't know if you'd want to. I don't think you can create people in this one. Harry, lost you again. Tourette's guy's back. Oh shit, Bob, are you? Can you guys see me again? Can you guys see? No, I'm not him. I'm just impersonating Bob Cannon. God damn it, Lucas. I got. Oh fuck. Oh god, I just got that. Lucas. Yeah, I will give you a clap. I will give you a clap for that, man. Jesus Christ. All right, Gasland. I don't hate Duran. He never measured up to the hype, but it's not his fault. Exactly, Gasland. Like he was like that's like me, for example. If I were a prospect and I put up, say, 45 points in the QMJHL, for example. Let's just say I obviously am not in shape, but say for example I did, and I was given like, oh, this dude, he has the talent. He's shown flashes of being a first liner in the NHL, for example. And then I'm picked 9th overall, for example, by Boston, Carolina, for example. And I get traded to Montreal. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, people said you're supposed to be a first liner, something like that. And then all I turned into was a pretty good third liner who had 10, 15 goals on average and say 35, 40 points, people would probably, some people would not like that I hadn't panned out to a first liner. Some people would probably defend me. I'd hope there'd be people like me who defend Drouin, who some people would defend me. I would hope that, Montreal tonight out doubled the Devils. Yeah, they were faster than the Devils. Yes, they were, Gasland. The Devils got way more shots and they played a good game, but we were definitely faster than them. We definitely played very well defensively, Gasland. I do agree with you. Bob, I hope we're back, by the way. I really hope we're back. I hope you're back. I would totally create. Yeah, Lucas, like I can send you a link to my abandonware because I know they have a ton. They should have, like, just looking at Madden NFL, they have Madden NFL 95, 96, 97. That's on Genesis. Yes, like they have like 90, 98, 99, 2000, 2004, 2001, 06, which I guarantee you can create guys in. Like they have all of the games. So like, Jeff, God damn it, Lucas, your name. I love your name. I love your name, Lucas. Jeff Sokol Appreciator. Jesus. Like I can send you the link, like I said, if you want, to my abandonware, because like they've got some good windows. They've got some good Madden games, it seems. But yeah, like legit, if you would start a sim league for like Canadian leagues, I would love to join if you do that. I'm not him. Oh yeah, I just see. God, I just read that again. Yeah, bunch of big, small cities across Canada. That'd be pretty cool. Gasline, exactly. Alex Dag was the same. Dude, I'm pretty sure played. Actually, I think with Dag it was slightly different because I want to say he played in the OHL. I think. Nope, he was in the QMJHL. Like, yeah, 35 goals, 110 points. The year he was drafted, in 53 games, 45 goals, 137 points. What did he do? First year, 20 goals, 51 points. Second year, 16 goals, 37 points in 47 games, because I believe that was a lockout year. Genuinely on point, on pace for about 60 games. The next year, admittedly, giant drop-off, 17 points in 50 games. Then followed it up, 26 goals, 51 points. 16 points, 38 games. Gets traded to Philadelphia. 42 points in about 62 games. Genuinely not bad. 5 points in the next 31 games. Traded to Tampa in 63 games overall. 17 points. Yes, not great. Follows it up in 58 games to 26 points. Leaves the NHL. Does not play for 2 years. Comes back, signs with Pittsburgh. Not great. 7 points, 33 games. Then 51 points in 78 games. 28 points in 46 games. Both those years, Minnesota, where they are the definition of defense first. Dag was putting up 51 points. Now here's the thing. I will say with Dag, the one thing that I think held him down was not injuries, inconsistency. Again, you look at it, 51, 37, 17, 51, 42, 5, but overall 18, 26, 7, 51-28. It was the inconsistency that held him out for sure. Do I think that really gives an excuse for the fact that he just didn't play NHL hockey and wasn't signed after that stint in Minnesota? That's inexcusable. Like if he wanted to go over to Europe, then yeah, no, obviously you can't control him. You can't make him sign in the NHL. But if he signed in with Davos in the Swiss League because no team signed him, how do you not at least take a chance? How does Montreal even not look at him and say, hey, you know what? He could be a good third line guy for us. How does not one NHL team look at Dag and think, you know what? He could be fairly decent. He could be a good third line guy. It's genuinely insane how people call Alexander Dag the biggest first overall pick bust in the NHL when he ended his career 616 games played, 327 points. Granted, yes, only ever played 12 NHL games, didn't record a single NHL game goal ever. He played 12 NHL games, but somehow didn't record a single game. No goals, but first year, he's in Ottawa. Second year, he's in Philadelphia. I think you can see why he never scored. Now, if we're talking HRHSL 1.0, that is a completely different story. If we're talking in the HRHSL, Alexander Dag's an absolute legend in that league. Hey, John Speed, how's it going, my guy? Yeah, Gasoline. Alex Galchenyuk, too. The story of Galchenyuk, with him, it's weird. With Galchenyuk, it's very weird. Because, he comes into the league 12-13. 9 goals, 27 points. Not bad. Goal scorer will get there. Not too bad. Right out of the draft. Next year, 13 goals, 31 points. Decent half point per game. Next year, okay, 20 goals, 46 points, 80 games. Not bad. The next year, 30 goals, 56 points. Okay, we're getting there. Next year, 17 goals, 44 points. Next year, 19 goals, 51 points. Okay, so we're establishing Galchenyuk's a good second-line guy. Gets traded to Arizona, 19 goals, 41 points. Very good for Arizona. Then he goes to Pittsburgh. then he goes to Pittsburgh. 5 goals and 17 points. Traded to Minnesota. 3 goals, 7 points in 14 games. He's on his usual pace. Half a point per game. Not bad. Goes to Ottawa. 1 goal in 8 games. Traded to Toronto. 4 goals, 12 points, 26 games. About half a point per game in the playoffs. 1 goal, 4 points in 6 games. Very not that bad. Goes to Arizona. 21 points, 6 goals in 60 games in this year. He's played 4 games with Colorado. Hasn't recorded a single point. He's very weird. Galchenyuk is weird. He had a great run in Montreal. Then got traded. Plays good in Arizona and Toronto. Everywhere else, it's just not worked. It's not clicked. It's been very, very strange. At least if you ask me. It's weird. I understand that he hasn't worked on the same level that he probably should have because, he he's been flipped all over and he's been up and down lineups probably. But it's still really strange that Alex Galchenyuk, never once. Yeah, Hurricanes legend indeed, son. Oh my God, I forgot that one time he was on the. God, I forgot when he was on the Hurricanes. Wasn't he immediately traded? Wasn't he immediately traded too? Isn't that the thing? But yeah, boys, I'm sorry. I complete pinned comments. There we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Alexander Dag in the HRHSL. I want to point this out real quick. In the HRHSL. Yeah, a day later. Exactly. Also, thank you. Tie Cats, Bob. Hell yeah. Alouette's better, though. I agree with Lucas. Jeff Sokol over Vincent Ambrosio. Yes, indeed, Jeff Sokol. I agree. Brent Lennart over Alexander Dag. Yes, indeed. Hell yeah. Also, Lucas, I will send you the link after the stream for my abandonware. I find it funny people call it abandonware, even though people still love these games. I get it's just a general term for PC games that just people don't really care about and people don't play with. Hey, Randy, good night, my guy. See you in the future. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. Thank you, man. Fun fact, during the 2019 NHL draft, I was screaming at my TV for the balding vacuum salesman Len Lawland to draft Cole Caulfield. He ended up picking the mid Broberg, who was not on Caulfield's level. I agree, John Speed. Thank you, my guy. Not I was screaming at my TV as well, but it was just weird. Lucas, as long as you have, I think the PC connector, the USB Xbox cable, you should be able to. I'm pretty sure like most PC games, you should be able to connect a controller. I know with the NHL 05, you can connect a standard controller. So I'd assume they'd have the same thing for Madden because they're obviously made by the same developer. If it's in NHL, I'd assume it's in Madden. I'm gonna safely say yes, but I would try it out just in case. Montreal playing with no pressure. Exactly, Gaston. We don't need to be a playoff team. The only pressure there is to lose. So when we're winning, weirdly enough, the pressure is to lose, actually, weirdly enough. This stream reminds me of almost every episode of Star Trek. They always had problems with the teleporter beam Harry back up to the USS Center Ice. I like that, Bob. The USS Center Ice. I like that. That's funny. But yeah, Bob, that's weird. That's weird. Your stream keeps going out. I hope it's all good now. I hope so. Mr. Worldwide, indeed, Lucas. Hello, my Herald. Speed MC coming. We have a verified account. Speed MC. Hello there, my good sir. How is it going? Thank you for coming by. Thank you. What the hell, man's got it? Yeah, I don't know how you found the stream, my sir. But thank you. 147,000 subs. Hey, well, you know what? Hey, that's cool. He's checking out a guy with 800 subscribers. Clearly doing better. Clearly doing better. But thank you, Mr. Speed MC, for coming by to the chat. I appreciate it. Also, this is weird, Lucas. This is weird. He called me Harold. Not many people know about the Harold thing. Not many. Wait. Speed MC. And then John Speed. I think I just made the connection. My brain hurts a bit. Carolina's a great team, but they have no serious bone in them. I agree, Gaston. Exactly, my guy. Plus Hartford, so close enough to Raspberry. Hey, let's go, Gaston. Verified. Yeah, everybody run for your lives. Exactly. Well, you know, guys, that's going to do it for the stream. I'm just a big Coyotes fan from Yorkshire, England. Hey, Speed, you know what? I appreciate it, my good sir. Thank you for coming by. Big Coyotes fan. I actually like the Coyotes. I have a Coyotes. I don't know if you can see. I'll pull it out. I'm not in that way, but I'm gonna bring it over to the camera because, yeah, I do have a Nick Hjalmarsson Coyotes signed jersey card. Harry found deadness. Lucas, shut up. Lucas, there's a guy with 147,000. I need this opportunity to pull it out. But yeah. My Nick Hjalmarsson signed jersey card I got from eBay for like $3 with my Jacob Slavin. I do like the Byron just fell. I'm gonna leave him. He's gonna fall in my milk, and next thing I know, my shirt's gonna be off. I'm leaving Paul Byron. I don't care. Hey, but Jacob Slavin, God damn it, Lucas. No, Lucas, there's a verified channel in here. There's a verified channel in here, Lucas. Please calm yourself. Don't turn into Zarbiano. Harry, pull it out. Big fella, Bob. No. I'm not pulling anything out. The only thing I'll pull out is my phone, which I almost just accidentally turned on as a 3%. God, let's go. Fun fact, George Not Found's favorite NHL team is the Orlando Solar Bears, and I think that's the AHL. Bro, Sean Avery, Orlando Solar Bears legend. Let's go. Orlando, at least I'm pretty sure it was, right? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Orlando Solar Bears, Sean Avery. Dude, big shout out Sean Avery, man. Let's go. Big shout out Sean Avery. Is it bigger than your phone, Harry? No. slightly smaller. Yeah, ECHL team, exactly. Bro, I love the Orlando Solar Bears. Dude, guys, you guys have no clue how excited I was for Sean Avery to be with the Orlando Solar Bears last year or the year before. because I thought, okay, if he signs with them, he's actually like he plays for them. I thought that he'd be in the next NHL game. I was genuinely so excited that Sean Avery would be in the next NHL game, and then he was too goddamn out of shape. Just stay the same, Sean Avery, bro. I love Sean Avery, man. Big shout out every New Jersey Devils fan's favorite player, Sean Avery. I've worked with people close to Dream, never with him. Oh, bro. Holy shit, we got it, dude. I think little bit of a bow is in need. I don't know if it's bigger than his phone, but apparently Harry doesn't need a stick to. You're right, Bob. Bob, you are absolutely right. I do not need to pull out my stick to play hockey. I do not need my stick to play hockey. Zarbian, yes, I am. I've done work for the company's Skittles and FaZe Clan. Hey, let's go, Speed MC. Hell yeah, that's sick. Did you see that photo that surfaced of him on Twitter? No, I didn't, Lucas. Could you link that to me? By the way, boys, how did we go from talking about the Canadiens game? How did we go from talking about the Canadiens game to being... Yes, I did. Did I? Did I, Lucas? Did I see the photo of Sean Avery that leaked? I saw the one of Cole Caulfield, but... Yeah, but again, how did we go from talking about the Canadiens game to messing around, me pulling out a hockey stick and just oh, Dream. Oh God. Lucas. This guy has 147,000 subscribers. This is the closest I'm going to get to someone famous watching me. Don't fuck it up, please. Lucas, please. Give me this. I gotta put my stick away. Oh God, I'm gonna knock over my boxes that I have out. Oh God. All right. Marty Berdo's favorite player of all time was Sean in your face. Avery. Yes, it was, Bob. It absolutely was. Want a slice of people. Slice of pizza. How are you a YouTuber with fucking mush mouth? I don't know, but I am somehow. I'm kind of a YouTuber, sort of. So the rumor was wrong. Harry does have a hockey stick. I do have a hockey stick. I do have a hockey stick, Bob. I actually have like 8 hockey sticks. Funny enough, they're all up in the garage. I should actually pull out the sticks and play hockey. I kind of want to do that tomorrow. Actually, that might be sick. Hey, order up yourself some pizza. Zarbian, I actually don't like pizza. That might lose me all my subscribers. I don't like pizza. I actually don't like pizza, surprisingly. I'm going to be heading out because of Luke. God damn it. No, thank you, Speed. I appreciate it. No problem. Whenever you want to come back, we can talk hockey or talk anything else. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. Speed, have a wonderful night. Good luck with that exam. Or, sorry, got to study the academics in it, fam. Thank you very much, Speed. I appreciate it. Have school in 3 hours. Look, you spelled my name wrong. Lucas. Don't make him believe any faster. But hey, you know what? Good luck with the academics, my good sir. Good luck studying them. Have a wonderful night, my good sir. Thank you. Oh, let's go, boys. This is a water that's been on my desk for like a week. It expires. Okay, never mind. We're good. November 3rd, 2024. We're good. But yeah, thank you again, Speed. I appreciate it. Bro. Bro, we just had a channel we just had a verified channel in the stream, boys. We actually had a channel with 100,000 plus subscribers. Can I view channel from here? Yeah, go to channel. Speed MC. Okay, this is a Minecraft channel. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so a year ago, 3 months ago. Okay, so has he just been uploading like shorts recently? Okay, yeah, okay. God, that's like so weird. Oh, this is weird. I think he subbotted motherfucker was getting like 800 views a video. No, Lucas, he couldn't have been because to get verified, you can't be using majority sub bots. For YouTube to verify you, you can't be using sub bots. So he like got a lot of those subscribers. Like he already got those like legitimately. He got those subscribers legitimately. Like Homer Simpson is to donuts, I'm to pizza. It's because of the wait for it dough. You're lucky I like you, Bob. You're very lucky. Motherfucker drinking musty water. Yeah, that's the best kind of water, Lucas. I'm up way too late myself. I got that, Zarbian. 12 o'clock. It's not even close to bedtime for me yet. I should have been off an hour ago, though. Did you using quadratic photosynthesis lights takes almost 8 minutes to process from the sun to Earth? Mr. Actual Factoid. I did not know that. Thank you for coming by. Oh, sorry. Did you know using quadratic photosynthesis lights takes almost 8 minutes to process from the sun to the Earth? Thank you again, Mr. Actual Factual. That's kind of cool, low-key. That's kind of cool. Thank you. Bro, why are we getting all these like really cool channels? We got a guy with 140 subs. Now we got Mr. Actual Factoid with 2 subscribers and a Bernstein Beers background. I love it. Let's go, boys. NHL is the Premier League. AHL is the League 2. ECHL is the League 3. The CHL is League 4. Yeah, exactly. Gasline. I already packed up the red carpet 15 minutes ago. Yeah, you did, Bob. Unfortunately. Are you her dad? I want to know who you are first. Are you her dad? I want to know who you are first. Thank you. Speed MC was an L. Oh, John Speed, you piece of shit. That's you. Yeah, no, I get that. John MC, John Speed. Yeah, that has to be you, John. Nobody watches Minecraft YouTubers. I do agree with you, though. I do. Like, it was cool to get a verified channel in here. But, like, I clicked on the channel, so I was a Minecraft dude. I was like, I mean, he was cool, but it's just like, oh, no. Minecraft YouTuber. NAHL is the 5th league. Yes, it is. Sleeping tomorrow, no problem. Exactly, Zarbian. Yeah, Harry, if the sun disappeared, we wouldn't know until 8 minutes after it happened. Wait, is that what it's saying? Did you know using quadratic photosynthesis lights? Oh, did you know using quadratic photosynthesis lights takes almost 8 minutes to process from the sun to Earth? From the sun? That's not what it's saying, but that's exactly what would happen. Oh, if the sun disappeared. Oh, I'm retarded. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, okay. If the sun disappeared, we wouldn't know until 8 minutes after that. I thought you were joking, Lucas. That's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. We wouldn't know until 8 minutes after it happened that the sun disappeared. That's kind of cool. It's okay, Harry. Interesting fact is that dropouts are more likely to become entrepreneurs and graduates. Really? Well, you know what? Consider me Elon Musk. Consider me Elon Musk. When you look up in the sky, you see stars. How are they? You see stars how they were millions of years ago. But then how do they look like now? How do we know? Harry's going. I mean, Lucas. I mean, there's no guarantees that I won't, my guy. I mean, when you're an entrepreneur, you can kind of do anything you want. You can kind of do anything we can't know. Okay, I kind of like that. The distance between the sun and the Earth is 8 minutes away at the speed of light. Damn, that's kind of cool. We have to wait a million years to see how they look today. That's kind of cool, Lucas. That's kind of cool. This is blowing my brain. Oh yeah, sorry, boys. Back to the Dag talk for a second. Yeah. So Dag in the HHSL has put up seasons and until the league not shut down, but the league is taking a temporary hiatus. After the 28 points in Minnesota, followed it up in 07-08 with 69 points, 69 goals. Yes, no, 35 goals, 69 points, 35 goals, 71 points, 24 goals, 55 points, 15 goals, 45 points, 22 goals, 34 points, 10 goals, 41 points, 18 goals, 56 points, 14 goals, 32 points in Detroit before being traded to Vancouver. He had a total of 17 goals and 43 points, 17 goals, 28 points, 21 goals, 35 points. This is, by the way, all with him at the age of like 40. So yeah, it takes that long for the light of those places to reach us. That's kind of cool, Lucas. That's kind of cool. I slept all weekend. Hey, let's go, Zarbian. Hell yeah. That's something that I think all of us wish we could do because, yeah, I joined Speed MC's Discord and John Speed's an admin. Hey, Lucas, that's sick. Wait, oh yeah, I didn't realize I could have done that too. Holy fuck, that's cool. Sorry, boys, I'm just going to reply to my best friend because I haven't done that yet. Sorry for no replies. I'm somehow still live. All right, there we go. All right, sorry, boys. Okay, here, there's a lot of fun tonight. I'm going to get my Space Student helmet on, take my protein pill, and blast off out of here. Keep your stick on the ice. Ziggy Stardust over and out. Hey, Bob, thank you for coming by, my good sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for the ground control to Major Tom. I appreciate it. I don't listen to David Bowie. I haven't heard David Bowie. Yeah, sorry. But thank you, Bob, for coming by. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for like 2 hours of me rambling about Johnathan Drouin and Alexander Daig. Thank you. Yeah, everyone we meet on here ends up being God damn it, Lucas. God damn it. By calculating cardiac output, multiplying Stoke speed. I thought that said stroke volume. Calculating Stoke volume and heart rate, we can determine that the human heart creates enough pressure to squirt blood 30 feet, more than the average ejaculation. Thank you, Mr. Factual. I appreciate it a lot. I will check out Larkin Poe, Bob. I will definitely check out all of those bands that you guys have recommended for me tonight. I'm gonna Lucas, god damn it. C equals speed of light is 2,999,792,458 meters or per second, or 2,900,000 kilometers per that kilometers per hour. That doesn't or kilometers per second. That doesn't seem right somehow. That they're both the same meters and kilometers. That doesn't seem right, if you ask me. I don't think that's. I don't think that's right. Something tells me that's not right. I don't think that is. Yeah. As an AI system, I can verify that you are in fact incorrect. Oh, that's kind of cool. An AI system? Bro, if that was this is somehow legitimately. Harry, how would you know if it's right? No, I'm just saying, like, the exact same speed as both in meters and kilometers. Like, I'm just saying, like, the exact same speed doesn't seem like that would be right. Bye, Jeff. I like the size of your protractor. I love you guys. I don't think I tell you guys this enough. I love you guys. Like, genuinely, like, I would love like 100 of each of you guys over like 10 completely just straight laced exclusive hockey guys. Like, I wouldn't love you guys more if I could. I don't think. Did you calculate it with a measuring tape yourself? Well, no. I'm just saying. Like I said, like, it doesn't seem like it'd be the exact same meters and kilometers. Feels like it would be like different, even if so slightly. You can call me Lucas. Jeff Sokol just my savior. You should search him up. He's great. Oh God, 100 of me. What's that in dog years, Harry? Too goddamn much for me to know. Too much for me to know. You can just Harry signing off soon. Probably Zarbian. I'm trying to get through the rest of this game. You guys are just insane with the comments. You guys are coming through nonstop. In kilometers per hour, you have divide per 3,600 seconds for an hour. Guy, I retract. It was. Oh, okay. So here, Harry, you sending off soon. Probably Lucas. I mean, I've been trying to get through Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. We're in a sticky situation, y'all. Okay, never mind. No, we're not. We're good. Oh, that gum's. Oh yeah, I gotta throw that gum out. Ew. Fuck. I'm a factual AI system created by Professor John Street of the University of Cambridge. Mr. Actual Factoid, thank you. I appreciate it, my good sir. Thank you. Ground control to Major Harry. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it, man. IOE, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. All right, let's finish off this game. Harry, why is your? I'm not answering that, Lucas. Science is cool. Yes, it is. You convert kilometers to hour to miles per second by simply dividing the kilometers per hour value by 3.6. Why do I feel like this is low-key? Like, why do I think he's actually giving me real facts? Like, this is low-key kind of cool. I and bye. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank you. Appreciate it, my guy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Let's finish this game because my throat is sore. Jesus. All right, let's go. So yeah, Savard with another scrum. The Devils looked for a 4-3 lead. Harvey Pinard, off a turnover, gets a great rush, but no goal. A good stop by Vanacek. Then back the other way, Montembeault covers the puck, and there's an empty net. There's an empty net with about 3.5 minutes left. Why is your throat sore, Harry? Because it's been getting fucked. I just realized that my dad can hear me, so he just... God, that's good. Gonna shower. I was just testing out my A system I developed. Don't worry, I still go outside. Let's go, John Speed. Thank you, man. Don't answer that, Harry. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, Bob. No, I couldn't. I'm sorry. Your dad doesn't care anymore. Yeah, he probably doesn't. The only thing he cares about is how loud I get. He probably doesn't give a fuck what exactly I say on here. He's probably just like, fucking just whatever. Whatever gets you famous, son. I gotta make food if I stay up. I mean, Zarbi, you can make some food then if you want to stay up, man. But right off the face-off in the Habs zone, Dvorak wins it back. Matheson shoots it right down, center of the net. Mike Matheson, his second point of the game. It's 5-2 for the Canadiens now. Devils push off the next face-off, though. Or sorry, 5-2 Canadiens. Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, I'm dumb. They got a couple shots. Habs were playing very well defensively. They kept guys out of Monty's crease. Canadiens with the final minute nearly set up Harvey Pinard again. He was looking pretty good. During in the final seconds, doesn't shoot for his first. He tries to set up Hoffman. Even if you don't like Johnathan Duran, you have to admire that. Dying seconds of a game, not going for his first goal of the year, just trying to set up Mike Hoffman. You got to appreciate that at least. Harry, yes, your daddy doesn't control your life, Harry. You do. That is true. Damn, now I need a shower. I feel so dirty in here now. Harry, put that stick down or somebody will calculate the amount of splinters in your right hand. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, my guy. I mean, I don't know. The amount of splinters I probably get playing a game of hockey is really like a lot. So yeah, appreciate your parents. Harry lost mine in November 2022. Here, mom died on the 15th. Dad died 6 days later. Fuck, Gaston. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I had wrote you. God, Bob. Well, Bob say I'm not laughing at you, obviously, Gaston. I'm just fucking Bob's typo. Bob's typo. It's just, I'm sorry, but yeah, Gaston, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. If we can get some prayers in the chat, some prayer emojis in the chat, boys. Gaston, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're recovering. Lucas, I don't know. I forget how to say it. Gasline. Is it Gasline? I'm pronouncing Gastlin. I don't know if it's Gasline. I'm sorry. But Gasline, I guess. I he hasn't corrected me on it. He's so nice. Is it Jeslin? Not. Yeah. Lucas, I'm illiterate. Jeslin? Geiselin? I just want to point out, in the span of 30 seconds, we went from me say giving my condolences for somebody's dying parents to me laughing my ass off because I said jizz. If you guys haven't subscribed by now, you guys aren't going to at this point. All right, so is Ghislaine? Is that what it is? Ghislaine? No, not Ghislaine, but like Ghislaine? Is that what it is? Ghislaine? I did Lamo. God damn it, Bob. Bob with the Lamo. And he also said had Artro get off my chest. I'm sorry, Bob. Now I'm gone. When's the next bus stop to Typo Town? Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Yeah, damn typos, man. You got it first. Alain. Okay, so it's Alain. So Geiselin? Geiselin? Is that it? Geiselin? Lucas is saying no. You had it right? Geiselin? No, okay, Lucas. I think the guy saying his name knows it better than you. Is it Geiselin? So it's not obviously not Alain, but it's not like Alain. Gislain. I'm gonna laugh every time I say the name. It's literally pronounced Gislain. Okay, he's saying Giselin, and then you're saying Gislain. So like, if Jay-Z had a son. God damn it, Bob. Yeah, I know you're French, Lucas. Giselin. 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 Giselin? Giselin? God damn it! Oh. Is it okay, Lucas, is it Giselin? Giselin. He's saying now I've got it. Okay, it's Giselin. Giselin. It's Lucas. This is the dude's name. I think he knows how to pronounce it. Lucas. That's it. He's been trying to say it. We win. We put you under the table. You guys did, Bob. You guys did. Giselin. 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 Thank you, Giselin. Oh, I fucking love this stream. You guys are Giselin. Okay. Giselin. Thank you. All right, Giselin, I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about your parents. There we go. I hope you're recovering well. My condolences, Giselin. Thank you for coming forward with that, sir. I'm pull a 24-hour stream here. No, Zarbian, I can't. A, my parents would fucking kill me. B, I've got stuff to do tonight. I'm watching more Nathan For You with my best friend. I might try and watch a movie later. I don't know. I don't know. I want to watch a movie, but at the same time, like, you ever get that, guys? You ever get that where like make your research my name in French? Like the origins of your name? Origins of the name Giselin. Wait, no, I misspelled. No, I misspelled your name. Fuck. There's no A. There's no E at the end. There's no A at the end. Okay, no, that is the girl's name. There we go. Masculine Giselin. It is originated with a 7th century saint. I don't know what's supposed to be. I don't know if this one's supposed to be like Guylan because like it's in like an old timey, but like of Saint Giselin died 680 of Hainert and was Latinized as Gislinus. Gislinus. That is weird. No, Lucas. No, no, sorry, man. I wouldn't like actually get murdered, but you know, like my parents would hate if I did a 24-hour stream and I was talking like this all night long. So I don't know if you remember this one night in here a year ago. I was trying to tell someone how to pronounce Romanoff's name. Bro, I forgot about that. Bob, yes. I forgot about that. Romanoff. Yeah, Romanoff. Yes. My favorite movie is Binoculars Staring at My Neighbors. God damn it, Lucas. See, should I said the Ghislaine. Okay, Ghislaine. Okay, that makes a lot more sense is like how the Belgian pronounce. Okay, so Giselin or Ghislaine. Okay. Harry, aren't you out to bed soon? No, Zarbian. I'm probably going to bed probably around like 3 or 4 because I've got practice tomorrow for music. So I'm probably gonna try and go to bed earlier than usual tonight. But yeah, but yeah. Again, do you guys ever get that where it's like you want to watch a movie or a show, but you don't know like what? Like on one hand, like something like say The Sopranos sounds good because you want to watch something like that, but then you're like, I don't want to get addicted to it again. But then on another hand, a movie like say Naked Gun sounds good, for example, because you want to watch a comedy, but you don't want to like be too loud and wake yourself up more. You know, like you ever get that, boys? And then you just settle on watching porn. No, yeah, and then you settle on something like fucking King Kong, where you're asleep 10 minutes in. I just Harry Rice, hello, how's it going, my good sir? I just watched a bunch of CP highlights. Carey Price, of course. Thank you, Harry Rice. Yeah, yes, Giselin, yes, I do know about that. Thankfully, that is not a spoiler for me. I have seen the entire Sopranos series to know that. I Lucas. Hello, hi. Okay, Harry, again, I'm out. Keep your stick in the corner. Okay, I will do, sir. See you soon, sir. Cheers. Hey, Bob, thank you for coming by, my good sir. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate all you guys coming by and listen to this crazy son of a bitch talking about hockey. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Giselin. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, guys. I'm not Lucas. Yeah, I'm sure you're not Lucas. Hi, Howie. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. If you're not Lucas, you're fucking John Speed. You're one of the two. You're fucking one of the two. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. My voice is really starting to get sore and I love it. All right, boys, let's finish this game off. It's not a hockey channel, it's the Comedy Network. Pretty much, Bob. This might as well be the Canadian Comedy Central. Of course, the KKK. No, the CCC. YouTube, that's a joke. Don't terminate my fucking channel. It's a joke. YouTube, please. Just hands are up. I'm not white. It's a hate crime. If it's against the native, it's a hate crime. YouTube, it's a hate crime. Well, you're doing to me as a hate crime, YouTube. Not what I'm doing to you. I mean, you're doing to me as a hate crime, YouTube. Don't terminate my channel. Sorry, man. You guys can't make me do a 24-hour stream. You guys can't do that. All right, Bob. See you, man. Thank you for coming by. The Comedy Network is going offline in like 5 minutes. Funny enough, speaking of the Comedy Network, really quickly, boys, before I get out of here, I've actually been thinking about doing like a weird like stand-up thing. Like I've wanted to do. Oh fuck! I just. I swear to God, guys, I did not plan that. I didn't realize my table was that close to my fucking foot. I'm sorry, boys. I didn't mean to jump scare you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, boys. I didn't mean to jump scare you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh fuck, but what I mean to do is like I don't know if it'd be like going live or just like as a video, but like doing something with like stand-up comedy, like I've wanted to do something like that for a while. No, phone, turn off, please. I want to do something like that for a while, some like stand-up comedy, The issue is like I don't want to do like the Norm Macdonald special where it's like completely quiet, there's no audience. Like the way Norm did that was super great because like anticipated where the laughs would come, how long they'd last, and stuff like that. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to like copy one of the best stand-up comedians of all time. But also it's just like it's a bit weird. Because I feel like for like your first stand-up special, you kind of have to have like some type of audience. So yeah, it's weird. Zarbian, 0. Absolutely 0. I just like the video and reported you for horrific things. Thank you, Harry Rice. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. All right. So yeah, like I said, final minute, they tried to set up Harvey Pinard. Drew him with his final seconds. Passes, goes for Hoffman. Unfortunately, can't put it home. Final shots are 39-18 for New Jersey, but Montreal with an upset 5-2 victory in regulation. Boys, what a great game for the Montreal Canadiens. Holy shit, boys! Seriously, just an absolutely incredible game. Thank you, Lucas, for the high Howie in the old Sim League. I appreciate it. I had to. Yeah. Yeah. Waston Whalen gonna be a stud. Justin Barron. Yes, he will, Lucas. I actually really like Justin Barron. I genuinely, Justin Barron, I think the kid is going to be something special. He's 21 years old. He's played 20 games, 3 goals, 7 points. Last year with Montreal, 5 goals. He had a goal and an assist. So he has 9 points in 25 career games, basically, because we're not counting the 2 he had for Colorado. I really like Justin Barron. I really, really like Justin Barron. And like honestly, like I find it weird. People were saying the Arturi Lehkonen deal was a bad one for us, simply because Arturi Lehkonen all of a sudden has 17 goals, 38 points, 52 games this year. Like he was not gonna do that with Montreal. He was not at all gonna put up those types of numbers with the Canadiens. So yeah. Hey, no problem, Zarbian. You gotta run. That's all good, my guy. Hope it all goes well, man. Hope it all goes well. Ooh. All right, boys. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We need right-handed defensemen too. Yes, we do, Harry. Or me. Or Lucas. Yes, we do. We do need right-handed defensemen. And Justin Barron is a right-handed defenseman, so works out. My cousin Joyce loves my name because it's so unique, which I was named Luke Waugh because it's shooter, and it's shooter. I can't fucking type or speak. Jesus. I really can't. I should just end the stream right here before I mistake and say Nick Suzuki is Cole Caulfield or something. because it's shorter and I write slowly. No problem, Justin. I get that. I get that. Believe me. I like your name too. It is pretty unique. It's hard to pronounce at first. Once you get it though, it's good. But yeah, no, I get why your cousin likes your name. It is unique. It's really cool. You don't see Jizzalines anywhere. You don't see Jizz anywhere. You know. No, but seriously, you don't see people with your name that often, if at all. So it's pretty cool to get one once in a while. Chiseline La Raspberry, yes. Thank you, Lucas. I love you. That's how I know it's Lucas when he say Chiseline La Strawberry, La Raspberry, La Blueberry. I think he said earlier too. That's when you know it's Lucas. Very French. Yes, it is Chiseline. But again, that's what makes it cool. That's what adds to it. It's a really cool name. At least I think so. So yeah, Nick Suzuki leads the Montreal Canadiens with 18 goals, 26 assists, 44 points. Goal, Cole Caulfield with 26 goals, 10 assists, 36 points. He is unfortunately out for the year. Kirby Dach has 12 goals. 12 goals. Giselle be talking like an Omegle text bot. Low key, kind of a little bit. But Kirby Dach, 12 goals, 24 assists, 36 points. Christian Dvorak, 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points. Mike Hoffman, 9 goals, 14 assists for 23 points. Joshua Anderson has 16 goals, 6 assists, 22 points. Sorry, Giselle, I love you. Let's go, Lucas. But Josh Anderson, 16 goals, 6 assists, 22 points. But no French person will accept to be named like this. That is true, Giselle. Unfortunately, no French person does really kind of like being named that. It seems like they just kind of accept it usually because French people are cool like that. They'll just accept their name. I'm French and my name is Jean-Guy. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. Evgeny Dadonov, 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points. Sean Monahan was unfortunately hurt. 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. Johnathan Drouin with 17 assists. I'm sure you're not, Lucas. Jordan Harris, 3 goals, 12 assists, 15 points. David Savard, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points. Arbor Jacki, who's unfortunately hurt, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. I'm shocked. Yes, you are, Lucas. Caden Gooley, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points. Mike Matheson, 3 goals, 14 assists, 14 points. Actually goes above everyone, including David Savard. I apologize. Yoel Armia, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Jake Evans, Caden Gouliak. Thank you. Yoel Armia, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Jake Evans, who's unfortunately hurt, 2 goals, 9 assists, 10 points. Raphael Harvey Pinard, 7 goals, 3 assists for 10 points. I dropped my Play-Doh thing. That sucks. Yurasovkovsky, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. Brendan Gallagher, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Both those guys are unfortunately hurt. Michael Pizzetta, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. Johnathan Kovacevic with 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. Justin Barron, don't forget to send me that link. I will not, Lucas. I actually have it open right now, and if I close it without sending it to you, I'm really retarded. But Justin Barron, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Rem Pitlick actually is above him. 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. I was not on point tonight with my point editing. Joel Edmondson and Alex Belzil each with a goal, 5 assists for 6 points. Jesse Ullinen, 5 assists. Sorry, if he had 5 goals, I'd actually like him. Chris Weidman with 4 assists. Anthony Richard a goal and an assist. Jake Allen with an assist, as well as Corey Sheneman. Raphael Harvey Pinard is Raphael Harvey Pinard. JVR is James Reams. Like, yes, Giselle. Waiting for the day where I hear Michael Pizzetta, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. He's fortunately injured. God, or I just say he's fortunately scratched. Because keep in mind, Lucas, if anything, you should hate Sean Monahan. Because Sean Monahan being injured was pretty much the reason that Michael Pizzetta has played in the lineup as much as he has. If Slavkovsky, Gallagher, Monahan, Evans, Caulfield are all not injured, Justin Barron, Michael Pizzetta's not in the lineup. But then again, so is Rem Pitlick, so is Jesse Ullinen. Holy fuck, I can't wait for these guys to get dressed. But then again, Raphael Harpenard's not in the lineup either. So yeah. I don't know. Marty St. Louis still play him. I mean, the only guy I'd probably play him over is probably Jesse Ullinen, but even then, it's very, very, if Pizzetta's playing on the Laval line, then yes, I'd play him. But if he's not, then yeah, no, get Pizzetta's ass out of here. Arbor Jacki leads the team in 9 fights. Michael Pizzetta has 4. Gaden Gooley, Jake Evans with 2 fights. Kirby Dach, Josh Anderson, Mike Matheson, Brendan Gallagher, and Chris Weidman, all with 5 points. All of the fight. Sorry, I'm retarded. Yes, exactly, Lucas. Ullin has flashes where he plays really good and then he's invisible. He's basically Josh Anderson, just not as good and doesn't score as much. He's pretty much Josh Anderson. But I swear to God, if we resign Pizzetta, I'm becoming a Blackhawks fan. Lucas, just think about it. If we resign Pizzetta, we need AHL depth. He can be an AHL fourth liner, especially if we resign him to, like, say, a two-way deal. Then that all but guarantees he's going back to the AHL. Yeah. God, Lucas, yeah. AHL healthy. You know what, boys? I think next stream, I'm going to stream like this. Because why not? This might actually be funny. AHL healthy scratch. You guys just get to see the face. The thumbnail will be normal, but then you'll click on the video and it's just going to be like this. Average Omegle, use your camera angle. It's like, yeah, you want to see something? Yeah, it's just like that. Pretty much, Lucas, yeah. The average Omegle user camera angle. Pretty basically. Jesse Ullinen probably last season with the Canadiens. Yeah, Giselaine, because wasn't there the rumor that he wanted to get playing time or he was going to go back to Europe? Yeah, but that's, God damn it. Lexia, sorry, not Lucas, Lexia. But yeah, Jesse Ullinen, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he does go back to Europe. I mean, I like him as an AHLer, but like it's same with I think it was Charles Hudon. He went back to Europe. Or, Jacob Delarose. Lucas could probably help me if it was Charles Hudon. Oh no, Charles Hudon went last year, and this year he's actually been in the. Or no, it was 2 years ago. He went to the Swiss League, played in. There's no way is that. Yeah, played in Tampa's AHL system last year, and this year he's been in Colorado. He's actually been pretty decent. Hudon's in Tampa. He's actually in Colorado, unless he got traded back there in the last hour, and I didn't know about it. But yeah. Oh boy, so boys, 2 hours and 40 minutes later. I'm sorry, but I've got to do the outro. Yeah, I've gotta head out, boys. My throat is fucked. I've got to rest it for tomorrow. Lucas coming in with the Ducks. Thank you. So with that being said, boyos, I gotta say, boyos, quack quack as well. Thank you. My name is Harry Rice, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share anything, which includes, but is not limited to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and else. My name is Harry. Subscribe to Puff Club, subscribe to Heat Club. Subscribe to Heat Club, show some up, show Jason, if you're a robot. D-bro, ignore the message below. No, I didn't. Duck and then quack quack. That's what you said, was it not? Chat filter. All messages. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to get duck pics from Zarbiano. Wait, can I filter the chat through this? Oh, toggle timestamps. That's kind of cool. Bro, that's kind of cool. Oh, bro, that's legit awesome. All right, sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. All right. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My friend was calling the players on the bench on the fourth line as filler because they filled the jersey. That is true. That is true, Giselaine. That is kind of funny. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah. Waddle. Thank you, Harry Rice. Good night. I love you. Let's go. Lucas loves Giselaine. Lucas loves jizz. Let's go. But thank you guys again for watching. My name is Harry Rice again, and I'm out. Links in the description on the Amazon business, Poo Box on PayPal, the Discord, the Twitch, the Letterboxd, Speeder account are all down there as well. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Harry Rice again, and I love Jeff Sokol. Thank you, Lucas. And I always remember, no matter how bad we are like this year, how fairly good we are like this year. Go Habs, go Boyles. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Harry again, and I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Best stream.